Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Low waist, fat, baby, tap in.
Oh, I'ma tap in for sure.
Tap in.
Yeah, y'all. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on? Let's get it popping. Oh, damn. My cell phone always does this. Always does this when it falls down. There it goes. All right, we're back. Good morning. Mike, Shawn, and the Takeover legend, Jay Black, Sexy Mo, Shawnee Scott, the whole squad. Everybody's not in here right now. Sexy Mo will be in here in a few minutes. Let me get Jay Black on my IG.
What up, Don Page? Shawn Robinson, what a do? He said do. Jeanette, what up? Rochelle, up early. We here. You ready?
Yeah, I'm
Today
good.
is Tuesday.
Today is Tuesday, not to be confused with Monday, Tuesday. At least Monday's infamous. I always say this with the days of the week because it always fascinates me with the days of the week. Like Tuesday, literally, probably is the most lackluster day of the week. Like Monday, you realize on Sunday, you're like, I really don't want to wake up Monday, but you do, obviously. Tuesday gets no love. Like Wednesday's hump day. Thursday's happy hour day, and then Friday is who Friday is. Friday is just Friday.
Friday is who Friday is.
Friday is Friday. Like Friday is the most important. Like, and every therapist, I've said this, I'll repeat it 1,000 times. Every therapist says you should not live your life for the weekend, but we do. So the reality is we do. Tuesday may be the most uncared for day of the week. Like Tuesday might be the day that you're like, he or she, whatever Tuesday is. I don't know what Tuesday is, a he or she, but we're gonna say it's a he.
Tuesday is worse than Wednesday?
No, because Wednesday's hump day. Wednesday got the hump day, the whole hump day thing. Wednesday's like, yo, hump day, and then you made it halfway through the week. Wednesday gets celebrated like we are halfway. We are almost where we need to be. What is Tuesday?
The day after Monday.
That's all it is. Like Tuesday gets no official love.
No, you're right.
Tuesday's the one day where you're just like another effing day.
Closer to Friday.
Like, honestly, I hate to give us credit, but in Philadelphia, when we were rocking out in Philly and we were doing a night show, $2 Tuesdays turned into something legendary. Like we turned the underdog day into a day that was amazing. That
Tuesday was special. For us, special. Tuesday was, people look forward to $2 Tuesdays. Tuesday was the day.
Oh, it's amazing how alcohol can change everything. Oh, no, let me pause.
You're putting the TV on. For those, you can search Media Room 360 on all your TV streaming platforms: Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire, Twitch, of course, YouTube, Facebook. Then y'all can have us on screen.
Jesus.
I think he's turning the volume up instead of down.
The TV is so crazy.
Yeah, you're right, Mike. Tuesdays are nothing since $2 Tuesdays. You're right, Shawn Robinson. Good morning there, Don Page 215 ho. Wednesday is my day off. Oh, Don look forward to the Wednesdays. That's his normal days off. You know what? That's a good point. For people that got them days off, they look forward to having that. If my day off was Wednesday, I'd be looking forward, to Tuesday. That means I'm off tomorrow.
And Tuesday still doesn't get the love, even though we tried. We did everything we could to make Tuesday pop. And we did.
Actually.
But there is no, like, when you talk about the 5 days of the week, like Sunday, we already know Sunday's like, some people think Sunday's like, for God. And some of us think Sunday's for NFL. Some people think Sunday's just the last day where you get to chill. Saturday is the party day and you get to rock out. Friday is the official first day. You leave work and you lose your mind. Thursday's happy hour Thursdays because your Thursday ain't nothing but Friday Eve. Wednesday is hump day. And then Tuesday's nothing.
Yeah, disrespectful. So we just have a fun,
Mike,
lighthearted day?
Mike must have been watching Jeopardy. Like
Because your
no,
TV
I
was so
wasn't.
loud. Your TV was so loud.
Oh,
Turn it
oh
on.
no, real talk. Because Jay Black watches that on another level. So how was your night? How was your night, Jay Black? How was your night?
Night was
Coffee.
cool. Night
Ooh,
was
man.
cool. Monday night football. It was fun, entertaining, kind of, but the rain, not a lot of points, bad weather in Seattle. But New Orleans Saints won. Cool. Yeah, just a little Monday night football, nothing special.
That was it. Did
Yeah,
you bet? Did you bet on the game?
No, I didn't bet. I didn't bet yesterday. I made no bets. I'm trying to continually show myself that I'm not addicted or have a problem. So I didn't do it just to prove a point to myself. So it was like one of them self-healing moments of don't do it. Let's see if I can resist.
I think if you'd have bet the Seahawks,
Go.
I think if you'd have bet the Seahawks, I think they
But that's not encouraging.
no, it's not encouraging. No, because you still have the app on your phone. It's like me having a drink right here. Like you have the app on your phone for DraftKings and all that stuff. But I think the Seattle Seahawks were underdogs, but I don't think. What was the final score? Was it by
13-10. It was horrible. It was low scoring game.
So
it was the bad weather. Should have took the under.
I almost think the under would have made money, and then I think Seattle without Russ was probably a 5-point underdog, a 6-point underdog. So you could have bet the under and bet in Seattle. I think you could have won both things.
Yeah, it would have been both. And I had my fantasy league. I needed DK Metcalf to give me 30 points to win for that week. He started off with an 84-yard bomb touch. I said, "Oh, it's going to be a good game."
Yeah, I don't do fantasy
fizzled
anymore.
after that. Yeah,
like fantasy is fun if you just want to have fun. I don't think fantasy is fun if you really want to make money. Like it's fun if you just want to have fun. It's not. Yeah, but it's not fun because the way you make money, it's too like there are too many options. There's too many ways you can't make money. Like there's too much. Like Sequeeza, what's up? Like there's like Christian McCaffrey. You drafted him at the beginning of the year, and you thought you had something.
Number one overall.
And guess what? Then he gets hurt. He hasn't played for the last 2 or 3 weeks. That's what I'm saying. There's no immediate like the whole thing. Like Tua, Miami Dolphins. We hate to get too heavy into sports, but he's a good quarterback. But he gets hurt.
Yeah.
So once you got him, boom. Carson Wentz from the Colts. Still had a few injuries. It's starting to come along right now. Like, I want the immediate like satisfaction of being like, I won this bet. And it's not because I had a running back, a linebacker, or I should say a defense or a special teams thing. I want the bet where it just goes, they scored this amount of points, over, under. Or a quarterback threw for 200 yards, and that quarterback, I didn't have to draft him. Shawn, man, that game last night had boxing wide receivers versus cornerbacks. They were scrapping last. No, the game was physical. The game was a physical game. And if you bet that under, you won last night.
Good morning, Sharonda.
So we got Jeanette, what's going on, y'all? Everybody on IG Live, what's going on? We got 2 questions, and we're trying to figure out what questions we're going to use for y'all on IG Live to see if y'all want to get involved. And then before we get into that, Floyd Mayweather made a very passionate statement for Kyrie Irving. And I could easily sit up here and joke. I could really joke. Like, I could joke. On the last person that needs to speak on Kyrie Irving and being against the vaccine mandate is Floyd. But I do applaud that Floyd Mayweather put something out there. It's just there's something lacking. There's something about when Floyd speaks on stuff like this. Like, I want to give him credit.
Yeah, he was like a minute long. And I know they said Floyd couldn't read. That's why I was like, oh, he about to read.
But stop that. See, why do you say that? Why do you
Because
say
that's
why?
I was thinking it when I watched. I was like, wait, he
Dog,
gonna try. He said, I'm gonna read this. I said, oh, he gonna read.
dog, you're not a billionaire if you can't. He couldn't read. This all brings back to when Charlemagne played him. When Charlemagne the God from the Breakfast Club, when Floyd went there and did an interview, and Floyd had to read these drops.
Mhm.
Drops are basically when you go to a studio and you say, "Hey, I'm rocking with the Breakfast Club, and so and so, so and so, so. Like, let's say we had Floyd do it.
Mhm.
Bro, I'm Floyd Mayweather. I'm rocking with Michael Shawn and the Takeover legends, Jay Black, Sexy Mo, Shawnee Scott, Dr. Smith, and the whole thing. But then he fumbles.
Uh-oh.
He fumbles on one of them. And then we keep going. Jay, you are like freezing for no reason. Like
Oh, I'm freezing.
no, but you're good. You're good right now. But like there's certain points when you're freezing. So I don't know what's going on. So no, don't do that.
Okay.
Don't do that shit.
But so he fumbled.
No, he fumbled, and they were like Angela Yee, like, and he was like he couldn't get it. Okay, all right, fine. So then Charlemagne, who since then has said he regrets ever doing that. Like that was crazy. Like I've had people struggle with drops. Depends on the names and stuff like that.
We've had several, yeah.
We've had people struggle. We like just read this, and they got to read a bunch of them. And granted, that's not their strong suit. Like Floyd Mayweather's whole strong suit is punching people in the face. It's not being articulate and reading. So Floyd decided, and I don't know. I'll let y'all just play it, Jay Black. I'll let y'all decide. I know y'all can't see it on IG Live, but y'all can see it on Media Room 360. Go ahead, just play Floyd.
Kyrie, what's up? I know you're going through a lot. We had a chance to hang out in 2016 when you represented America, when you represented the red, white, and blue. You only want to be treated fair. I was going to post something on one of my social media pages, but I decided to do it the old school way and read it out to you because you're a great person, great father, great athlete, and you believe what you believe. America is the land of the free. Freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and supposedly freedom to choose. Never be controlled by money. I respect you for having some integrity and being your own man. A free mind makes his own choices. An enslaved mind follows the crowd. Stand for something or fall for anything. One man can lead a revolution to stand up and fight for what's right. One choice, one word, one action can change the world. It's crazy how people hate you for being a leader. I hope your actions encourage many others to stand up and say enough is enough. Respect to you, Kyrie, and power to the people.
All right, so Floyd made that statement, and I'm not mad at it.
He got through it. And he had did the slow flow when you about to mess up.
No, I'm not mad. No, I mean, he did the slow flow, but I mean, never allow money to influence your decisions. But I'm like Floyd, but it's not exactly what you've done in your career. But hey, God bless. Go ahead, Floyd. I mean,
somebody stand. Like, remember we were saying like what comedian or what big name person came out and said something in defense of Kyrie or support. Well, actually, we were talking about Dave Chappelle with that. That was for Dave, but the same concept because Kyrie's.
Yeah, because Stephen A. Smith ain't gonna stand up for him because that sellout ass ain't gonna stand up for him. He's not gonna stand up for him. He's not. There are a lot of people who are just like, I mean, God bless Floyd. Like Floyd did the right thing. Okay, Floyd, he publicly stood behind him. Yeah. I just wish somebody else, like maybe I'm being bougie. I don't know. Maybe I'm being bougie, Jay. I might be being bougie right now. I might be.
So who would you want? You would want somebody else to do a statement or speak out on Kyrie. Somebody in the sports world or somebody in the entertainment world?
I don't want to put pressure on people, but it would be nice if LeBron said, yo, he has a right to his own, I mean, it would be nice. I mean, like Magic Johnson's a effing super sellout and just like dissed him when effing Magic Johnson's like, well, I wouldn't
Shawn called it.
I wouldn't let down my teammates, and it's not about letting down your teammates. If Jay decides that he has morals and principles against something, and even though I'm like, yeah, but I'm gonna do it, and Jay says, yeah, but I'm not gonna do it because I feel that I feel that this goes against my principles.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that even if I don't agree with him, he's not doing it to be a certain type of way. He's doing it because he has principles. So at that point, I'm going to support him and go like, I don't even agree with dude, but he deserves to stand by his principles. Like, I don't understand why these
So you
players...
agree that Kyrie is not doing it for anything other than his principle, because he's not financially gaining anything.
Yeah.
He's getting ridiculed in the media.
Yeah.
His teammates hate him. Some of them do. Some of them love him. The whole league got there. So he's not doing this he's not gaining anything by doing this other than standing by his principles at this point.
No, real talk. It's like me going, Jay, you know you're not gaining anything from this, right? And then you go like, yeah, but this is what I really believe. Okay, that's why I drop my pen and go like, that's what he really believes. So Evan, this is not about he's losing money. He's losing popularity. He's sacrificing. So that's when I would think
Colin Kaepernick. He's on that Colin Kaepernick. Is on that same level.
On that same level, but nobody will say it because it goes against something, the agenda. And listen, I'm right there. My fiance is upstairs right now with COVID in her bed in our bedroom right now, and I took the vaccination and the whole nine. I fell for the whole agenda, and the booster shot is coming, and who knows if I'm gonna take the booster shot and all that other goodness. But my bottom line is like, why aren't you guys? Why isn't there somebody stepping up and said he has the right to do what he's doing?
Because it's going against the world right now and trying to get everyone vaccinated.
No, I get it.
It's not feeding into that narrative. It's doing something completely opposite.
I get it, but right now, they've already black sheeped them. Like, think about it. The NBA has already started, and nobody's talking about Kyrie now. The NBA has already put their agenda in. ESPN's already made their agenda. They're not even talking about Kyrie anymore. Like during Brooklyn,
it's not even like the news. Well, they had the protesters. What do you mean? Did you see the protest? It was like
I saw
January 6th. Go ahead.
I saw the protesters. My thing is during the Brooklyn Net games, I've watched 2 of them so far. They don't even mention Kyrie Irving. They don't even mention that he's not there. They don't even mention when they're losing. Well, Kyrie could really be an essential part of this game.
Yeah.
They don't even say. It's like there's a mandate that says don't even bring him up. And that's what I'm saying, going like, y'all really not going to like speak up for this dude and say, I may not agree, but he does have the right to do this. Like they are really trying they're really trying to blackball him right now. Oh, I'll give you one more, Jay. I'll give you one more. Thing with Kyrie. The 75 top players were named, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Come to find out, Kyrie was on the 75 top players and then got taken off because of this situation. So now you're telling me that if somebody don't agree with you,
his stats, everything that he's done and accomplished don't matter no more. Now he's no longer one of the greats.
Yeah, we know he one of the nastiest guards that we've ever seen in life. Won a championship, knocked down one of the biggest 3-pointers in Game 7 ever, and then y'all take him off of it because he doesn't fulfill the vaccine. And what you're about to show, this is why these announcers aren't going to talk about him, and why these players aren't going to mention him. They're not going to mention him at all, simply because of that protest in front of the Barclay.
Yeah, it looked like the January 6th, how to say, the insurrection.
Insurrection.
And yeah.
Now, mind you.
Well, yeah, you see it.
He ain't the only one.
They're like, yeah, they're doing the whole barricade thing. Let's knock this out of the way. And this one dude, like, what's the one security guard? He think he can hold everybody back. Get out
Yeah,
of
but
here.
what type of security y'all got? That's the only security y'all got. That's what y'all got. That dude right there.
We're
That
walking
dude.
this side.
That dude couldn't. That dude could not be security
Okay,
in
they got
any
more.
club.
Let Kyrie play. That's what they chanting. Let Kyrie play. And it looks like it's a mixture of all type of colors. There's all type of people out there.
Such a problem.
But that looked just like the JOA 6.
Nah, that ain't
That's
nowhere
crazy
near
right
January.
there.
That ain't nowhere.
Well, no, you know what I'm saying. It's on that same lines.
Bro, who is hiring security?
Yeah, and I guess that just went on. It went on for a little bit.
So now you can turn it off.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna watch. And I wish there were more people on the IG live, and I wish there were more people watching, so that this could be This is gonna be documented. We're watching the ending of Kyrie Irving's career. Watch when I tell you. Watch when I tell you.
All-Star, NBA All-Star. Go ahead.
Because Kyrie Irving is not going to be welcomed back into the NBA. Watch when I tell you. Kyrie Irving has put himself in a situation where he can't take the vaccine now. You can't have them people in front of the Barclay, and now you take the vaccine.
You got to ride out with it.
It's over.
But it didn't. Bradley Beal didn't take it, right, from Washington. The Bullets. Wizards, whatever. Yeah. So yeah, I guess some players is okay to get more recognition than others.
Because it's based on what city, what mandates. Like Bradley Beal played at Madison Square Garden without the vaccine, and he's fine for whatever reason. I don't even understand why New York, he can play in the Garden, but Kyrie can catch it. Kyrie is going to be blackballed from this league, and I'm telling you why. If you watch the pre-NBA games, the pre-shows before the Brooklyn Nets play, they don't even bring him up.
They don't even mention, and it's a top story still. Yeah.
First of all, KD, Kevin Durant, and James Harden cannot do anything. They're great individual players. Their team's not that good unless they have Kyrie on there. I promise you, they're not going to the championship. But nobody's going to bring Kyrie. And the ratings whore himself, Stephen A. Smith, the ratings whore, won't even bring him up during the pregame. Won't even bring him up.
Yeah,
Stephen
agree with you.
Yeah, Stephen A. Smith brings he's a ratings whore. He used Kyrie to get his highest rated show in years. And now, all of a sudden, let me tap this mic. Silence. They won't bring it up at all.
Yeah, because if you get it now, it's like, what's the purpose? If you crumble, and the stigma's still gonna follow him, it's still gonna be there. Left a bad taste in the NBA's mouth.
Dude, Ben Simmons gets more attention right now on trading Ben Simmons from the Philadelphia 76ers. He gets more attention right now than a guy who is double what he is, Kyrie Irving. They have silenced it. It's over.
That's deep. He's no longer considered a top player. Like, all his stats just go away. He's no longer in the top echelon, top 75 or whatever.
No, wow. They won't even like they won't even say anything.
Good morning, Patrice.
Like, they're good morning, Patrice, and good morning, everybody. They won't even say anything about Kyrie Irving anymore. Like, the announcers, when they're critiquing a Brooklyn Net game and the Nets are losing, not one announcer says they could really use Kyrie Irving. If Kyrie Irving was hurt and had a knee injury or an ankle injury or a pulled calf, the first thing they would say was, you know what, the Brooklyn Nets would really need Kyrie Irving right now, but due to his injury, they can't have him. No, it's just he doesn't exist. He doesn't exist.
Don said the same people that shouting for him to play are the same ones that told LeBron, just shut up and dribble.
I don't know what it is, but I don't get, like, I'm sure Kyrie would love somebody of a major status to support him and go like, I may not agree with him, but he has the right. He's not breaking a law.
LeBron said, I got my team to worry about. I'm trying to get Dwight Howard and AD on the same page. We're trying to win some games over here. Lakers, we got our own fish to fry, whatever, bigger fish to fry.
Oh, just be like, yo, can y'all leave that man alone? He's not doing it. He's not breaking the law. He's just allowed.
So now you're anti-vaxxer. If you're saying that, you believe in don't get the vaccine when the world needs it to be better.
I'm not an anti-vaxxer. Not. I just have the right not to take it. We forget that. You have the right not to take it.
And you got a right to take the backlash that comes along with it.
Yeah, but why do you take the backlash? Why do you have to take backlash simply because you make a choice that we've been given the right to do? I don't want to take it, and I'm willing to sacrifice my money. I'm willing to sacrifice millions of dollars, and I'm not even complaining. Like, dude's not even complaining. He's not saying, yo, give me my money. He's like, okay, I got it. Ben Simmons for the Philadelphia 76ers right now still wants his money.
All of it. I got a contract, son.
And now he's saying he has mental health issues. Now, none of us are doctors. We don't know. We're not going to.
That's a good.
No, that's a good one. And you know what? There is something a little strange about a guy who has that much physical ability and won't shoot a shot in the fourth quarter in the playoffs in any game. There was another comedian who I do a show with who said, that is a little mental. And I'm like, I had to think about it. I'm like, yeah, you got a point. But bottom line is, Ben Simmons is just like, mentally, I'm not there. And all Kyrie said is, I don't want to take the shot. But Ben Simmons right now still gets talked about on ESPN. He still gets he gets talked about on everywhere. And you're sitting there going like, well, dog, they're about to shut. And let me just say this. If we allow Kyrie Irving to get blackballed out the NBA, then we really need to shut up about everything. We can't complain. If we allow Kyrie Irving to get blackballed and knocked out the NBA because of this, I don't want to hear, take all the Black Lives Matters off the courts, take all the stuff that everybody's rocking for, take all that off.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just not fair at that point. Black lives matter until they disagree with the masses. Black lives matter until they don't want to take the vaccine. So I didn't lose millions, but I lost friends, patients, and business deals. But I strongly believe if you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. And this is what I'm saying. I'm vaccinated. I'm good with it either way. But we can't live in a country where it's particular times when you have the right to disagree.
But Don brought up a good point. I mean, I know he's not the
signed a contract with the NBA, and that is part of their mandate. That's part of their mandate.
No. It's part of the this is your employer.
That's not part, but that's not part of the mandate. His contract had nothing to do with COVID. COVID didn't exist.
But something in the contract mentioned he has to be within whatever NBA guidelines detrimental to the team, or I'm sure they got clauses in there that cover blanket statements, stuff like this.
No, but there's no such thing as a contract that had anything to do with a pandemic.
But it's other lines though that's going to associate with that, and that's probably where they have always.
What lines could you possibly have with a vaccination when he signed a contract?
Something detrimental to the team, and this is going to be considered detrimental to the team. Something that's not going with the flow of the organization. To best, put the organization in the right light. It's some clause in that.
Yeah, but there's no clause that you can sign Hello, Sexy Mo. Sexy Mo's in the building.
Good morning.
There's no contract that you sign that in the future they say, by the way, if a vaccine is created, you got to take it because it makes us look bad. That's
It's
obscene.
not going to be that wording, but there's a contract. In every contract, there's something about that a business or organization can get out of something related to stuff that
No,
pops
you
up,
can't.
unforeseen issues. This is considered
No.
unforeseen. They
But
didn't know this was coming.
this is my personal thought you can't make me take something on a contract for a team. You can't make me go, oh, just in case if something happens at some point, we're gonna make you take a vaccination. It's impossible. That's why he's still getting paid. Well, he's not getting paid right now because he's missing the games, which is awkward. How can you tell somebody there's no contract wording that they can have that can say, oh, 5 years ago we signed this contract? There's no wording. And detrimental to the team is what? Because the profile of the league?
You're making the league look bad. You're making the team look bad.
Yeah, but
you got to take this vaccine. Is either I'm sure it's always a clause. That's all I'm saying. There's some type of clause is in there, and that we just don't
You're
know.
talking about like a moral clause,
Yeah, it could be
like
a moral
a duty to the team, but I don't think that falls under the parameters of a moral clause.
Like all these clauses are amazing because well, I don't even want to get into clause. The fact of the matter is that he's willing to lose the money.
Yeah.
And the NBA is willing to blackball him, and that's what they're in the process of doing, y'all.
But look at this thing that is doing with the people trying to break into or whatever, the protesters outside the Barclay. That's an image now stuck on the NBA. That's considered a problem for the NBA. They can't allow stuff like that. So people saying let Kyrie play and they breaking down barriers. That's a black eye on the NBA, and they don't want any more black eyes.
Well, yeah, but the NBA took a stance.
But my thing is, how do you let other NBA players play unvaccinated, but you make him the scapegoat for not? It doesn't make. Once again, this is my problem with what I said yesterday about what I realized when my fiance was COVID and she was diagnosed with COVID, and I realized how stupid the common sense is. How stupid this is. My twins take a test.
Mm-hmm.
They test negative. 2 weeks ago. We find out 2 days ago that Stacy has COVID. She's barricaded in a bedroom upstairs. So I go to the doctor and say, hey, what do we do? We're like, can I get everybody tested? And they say, no, you can't. Because the twins have already been tested and we can't test them for exposure. Yes, but we can test my other daughter who's in the house. We can test her because she hasn't been tested. And we can test you because you haven't been tested. And then I'm sitting there going like, so who goes to school? Well, the twins can go to school. Because they don't have any symptoms. They don't have any symptoms. And I go, well, Amani doesn't have any symptoms. Yeah, but she just took a test. So she has to wait 2 days to go. What is this? Like, what? This doesn't make any sense. And I'm looking at a doctor saying this. And I'm going like, this doesn't make any sense. This makes no sense. They got all these type of rules. So Bradley Beal can come into Madison Square Garden unvaccinated. He can play basketball. But Kyrie Irving can't play basketball because he lives in the same city that says there's a mandate, but a guy can come outside from Washington and play in the city.
Each rules are different. Each city, each state, they all got different rules. Like Don Page said, at his job, if he don't take that vaccine, he can't work. That's period.
Okay, but
so it's Kyrie's job.
No, but I'm saying that's like Don Page. If somebody came to your job as a temp worker and wasn't vaccinated and they let him work, and you're going like, why can he work, but I can't work? Mm-hmm. But the temp service allowed him to work because he doesn't actually live in that city. Mm-hmm. This doesn't
That's
make
the most asinine thing ever.
It doesn't make any, like, either I feel you, Michael Shawn Robinson. It's like the Little League ref that changed rules. Yes, and or exercise the rules to show you that they in charge. Mm-hmm. I've said this from the beginning. I am not an expert on any of the vaccinations, on the boosters, or anything like that. My whole thing is like there's been no common sense. And I will say this, and I'm going to keep saying it, and I said it on stage. Everybody in New York City goes to New York Giant games, and there are 80,000 people not wearing a mask. The New York Knicks at Madison Square Garden was sold out with 25,000 people, and nobody wore a mask. The Barclay, where Kyrie Irving plays, nobody wears a mask, but he needs to be vaccinated, and they're not checking these people for vaccinations. How does that make sense? Somebody explain. Kevin said, "Good morning, family. Been traveling. Pass me back next week."
Thank you, Kevin.
Got someone to gear coming. Go KevinKersey.com. You're looking, Kev.
But this is my thing. Kyrie Irving plays at the Barclays Center. I'm watching the Brooklyn Nets at the Barclays Center, and nobody has a mask on. 20,000 people.
You keep on fighting them battles, you be out on the island because LeBron ain't coming to your defense. People ain't speaking up in your favor. So just take the backlash that come along with it. So hey.
But my thing is, nobody's gonna support his common sense.
Not right now. Maybe 5 years from now, we be like, "Yo, Kyrie was the man. He stood up for his right."
What's the point of being rich? What's the point of y'all being financially free if y'all not gonna say nothing?
Because I need more millions. I ain't trying to get my family answering questions. I ain't trying to do this to my team causing a distraction. We trying to win a championship.
So please stop saying y'all was rocking with Colin Kaepernick because y'all bitches wasn't. Y'all weren't. And then stop blaming white people for everything. Stop blaming white people for stuff because y'all will not rock out. Y'all will not take a stand for Colin Kaepernick. Y'all will not take a stand. Not that you agree with Kyrie Irving, but you will not take a stand on his right to be able to do what he's doing. So don't. I hate it. Then everything goes pointed to the white man. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Because everybody, like, first it was like, we ain't got no power. Now y'all financially free. Y'all rich for 3 lifetimes.
Tam, good morning.
Tam.
Good morning, Tam. Y'all rich for 3 lifetimes. And that's still not good enough. Y'all still won't stand up for this dude. Now I know it's not about money. Because no matter how much your guaranteed contract is $150 million, your sneaker deal is another $50 million, and y'all still won't stand up and be like, dog, I don't even agree with him, but he has the right to do that.
You're crazy. She said slaves to Secresa, slaves to the money. For 200 million, Secresa, I don't know. Hey, I'll
they can't take the money from you.
Keep my mouth shut too. If I got 200 million, I'm jeopardizing.
They can't take the money from you.
From the other perspective, I want another 200 million.
There goes
the problem. You're a slave to the money.
I can see that for a lot of players.
You're a slave to the money.
I don't know about speaking up and going down.
No, you're not making another 200 million. You made your run. You're not making another 200 million. That's it.
It's tough.
You ain't LeBron.
It got to be tough for players to come out and speak up.
It's tough when you making 140 million. How is that tough? My money's guaranteed. No, it's tough because your ego wants to still be in the league. So you don't want to stand up against it. Like, come on, y'all. Really?
Mm-hmm.
So people fought for civil rights, broke as hell, and did bus protests and walked over bridges. So I don't want to hear it then. I don't want to, especially y'all NBA players. I don't want to hear it then. Like, all right, y'all crazy right now. It's either we broke and we doing stuff because we don't want to be broke, and now we too rich to do something. So which one is it? I commit crimes because I'm dead broke. And now I'm too rich.
Good morning, Stacey.
We for real. We too rich now. The 200 million ain't enough.
Oh, man, it's easy to say when you ain't in that spot. That's all I'm saying. It's easy for you to say.
I think that you have a greater duty to say something when you are in that spot, because you're not living paycheck to paycheck, Jay Black.
No, I'm just giving another perspective because Mike want the LeBrons of the world and all these other players to come out. I said,
but money affords you that. I think that's one of the points, that money affords them that more so than anybody else on their jobs.
Yeah, I don't get it then. Like then when do you get to speak and support? When do you get to like what actual situation do you have to be in where you could support? What's the situation then?
But Shaquisa equating it to slavery. It was tough for the slaves to escape their freedom, for their freedom. I don't know if it's the same thing as escaping.
No, it's not the same thing. It's easier because you have everything you want. Like what else? So when are you in the actual, like, in the civil rights movement? If everybody was guaranteed that they were financially free, do you think they would have ever thought twice about just running up on anything? They was running up on everything broke. I don't understand it. I don't know what they got on, and you know I'm a big LeBron James fan. Like, I'm a huge LeBron James, but you're not gonna just stand there and not say, dog, he has the right. He has the right to do what he's doing. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm agreeing with him. I'm vaccinated. I'm just saying he's got the right, and y'all not just gonna blackball this man out the league.
Yeah, it's happening. You just said it yourself. It's happening right now as we speak. Now he's no longer a top 75 best player of all in the league. Now all of a sudden, now his stats don't matter.
But this is the bamboos. This is what I'm saying. It's so disappointing.
What Don Page say? Everyone has the right to say what they want, but when you work for a big corporation, there's something you got to watch. You got to watch what you say. It ain't the same. You just got to be careful.
And we told Donald Trump, we said, and all the Republicans, we said they're going to be on the wrong side of history. And that was our favorite saying. You're going to be on the wrong side of history. All you Republicans going to be on the wrong side of history. And all you motherfuckers are going to be on the wrong side of history when it comes to Kyrie Irving. Because watch, you're going to sit there.
Just retire. Wow.
Shout to Jersey.
Retire for what?
They saying at this point, Miles just retired. See the IG comment.
Kevin Kyrie has money and wealth and is excellent businessman. For those who don't know, he is standing on his belief like Muhammad Ali with guts. And by the way, once again, I got vaccinated. So in actuality, I'm hoping Kyrie is wrong. But I still respect the fact of his right to be able to do this. It just baffles me how the NBA just goes along and watch them move him out when he doesn't take this vaccine. Watch them move him out. And then the hilarious thing is, the vaccination laws are going to change. It's fluid. The vaccination laws will change. There's like some cities you don't have to do it, and some cities you do have to do it. It will change.
Because it's not a federal mandate.
Yeah. And we'll watch this guy sit on the sidelines and be destroyed by other black people. Stephen A. Smith, number one. Let's shout to Kyrie. Let's shout to Kyrie.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah. You were talking about mental illness with Ben Simmons. Did you see the Willie from Day 26 mental illness debate that's all over?
Yes.
Well, I guess Mo got what's going on. You know Willie is from Day 26. Remember Day 26?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I'm talking Mike. Mike, you remember them? Remember that group, Diddy's group?
Diddy's group?
I yelled at them.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So what's going on with that mental illness, Mo? Because I see the uproar on social media, lots of comments.
Yeah, of course his other half is and I think she started it. She was dragging him in social media because he left his family essentially to gather himself together.
So he left.
I didn't even recognize him, yo.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even recognize him when I saw that video. That was a dude from Day 26.
Mental illness is real. I don't care if you're male or female. And I think that sometimes we think that women, we're like, oh, women have emotional breakdowns. No, men have emotional breakdowns too. And I don't condone anyone leaving their family per se. But if you're not good and you're not well, you can't be good and well to me and my kids. So if anything, she should be supportive and saying, you know what, he needs help. Now, I don't know all of the parameters. I don't know if there was some other stuff going on to where she's so angry and feels like, he should man up, so to speak. But there is no manning up when you have a mental health disorder.
But the video I saw, he sent the money. He was like, I sent you money and you're good.
Yeah, I didn't see a video. I saw that Shonda,
No,
his wife, she posted that I
Right.
can't believe he left me and my kids because he's saying he need a mental break.
But
Like,
that's selfish. That's a
yeah.
self-centered mentality. And then he needs to question once he get himself together, is that the right mate for him?
And Stacy brought up a good point. So right now, Willie, his dad, who he was really close with, had just passed away. So it was
Yes.
like 3 days of hell for him. So he was going through it, and he was like, you know what? I'm out. I need to go fix myself. And she's like, wait, you're a man. You ain't leaving me and your kids just because you got to deal with it, be a man, and
But
stay
he said
here.
he
And
felt like he was empty and just dying inside. So that right there, if he's saying, I mean, and I applaud him for trying to go get help, and recognizing what, the symptoms for what it was. Most men don't do that. Most men press through. I got to be strong. I got to be tough for my family. But meanwhile, inside, they're losing themselves. And that's what he said. He said he felt like he was losing himself.
yeah,
but
and I think that was his post, and then she responded to that post.
but I don't have to give you an explanation why I left.
As a man,
But
No,
that
I
should be
don't.
concerning. That should be concerning
Like I
that
can
she
leave.
didn't accept that.
I can leave and you can leave.
your wife and kids, you just go dip out. You could just leave and deuces.
Yes, if something's wrong, you can leave because you don't want to explode in the house. Like you
Well,
can leave if you really feel like you're on that brink.
mhm.
You can leave. All this marriage thing and all this thing where you like this make believe thing that you can't, as a person, when you get to a breaking point, that you have to sit there because you're the woman or you're the man. You can leave
So
if
there's no
you
genders and roles in mental health.
yes. And
Hmm.
if you are up to here, if you are here with it, and you're like, I can't do this no more, you actually can leave.
Hmm.
There is no obligation. So y'all want people to stay in the corridors of a house. And let's see how it happens. Let's see how this explodes. Let's see how this sets off. Let's have two people who are going through it with kids in the house, and let's see how this actually explodes. No, just stay there because you're a man. Stay there because you're a woman and see how it happens. But then when the cops come, what's the first thing we say? Somebody should have walked away.
Should have walked away. Mhm.
Somebody should have been grown enough to walk out of there. And
And grief and loss. Grief and loss is a real thing, and it's a process. And I think a lot of times we don't allow our men to go through the real grief and loss process. Women get to do it. Women get to go away with their girls. Women get to say, "Oh, I'm tired. I had an emotional break. I need to walk away for a minute." And it's acceptable because for some reason, it's a societal norm for them, right? Or for us. In context. But for men, it's like, what? It's always like you need to toughen up or you need to put on this facade. And I don't understand that because you're a human being.
and stop bringing up the family. How you gonna lead the family? No. What's exact? Is it healthy for a person who feels like this to be in the house with the kids?
No, it's not.
Really? Yeah, it's healthy for me to sit here.
It's just weird have been a man leaving your wife and kids. It's
First
just
of all,
weird when you just
So Jay
I don't know, it's just weird
oh,
to me.
and you always say
that
that
is
being a
still
man, is leaving when you know something is about to happen.
Mhm. And that's still being a protector and a provider, Jay Black. Because you're protecting your family from
How
yourself.
is he ain't there?
From yourself. You are protecting your family from yourself. You know that you're not well. You know that things are not right. And for him to be able to recognize that and say, I need to leave this space because I'm going to either do some harm or something is not going to be well for my entire family. So
All this chick keeps poking the bear, and I know where it's going.
Mm.
I know where this is going.
She
'Cause
said
you
it's
keep-
weird. She
you
called
keep
him weird for a
Well,
reason. I don't get it, but
And she's weird because she's not supportive. How can you say that this is your husband, this is your man, this is your mate, but you're not supportive? The fact that in this moment of him losing somebody that was so essential in the center of his life, that you can't understand why he is feeling the way that he feels. You don't have to identify with it. You don't even have to have had that same experience, but at least have some type of empathy for your mate
and
give him that space.
And financially, he once again, I saw the video. He was like, I sent the money.
Wow.
Y'all are good. I just need time. I sent the money. Y'all are good. And you go to social media?
And I need to know what you're doing while you post it up on social media. What are you doing to financially contribute to your household to where if something does, heaven forbid, happen to your mate, you can't hold it down. Even for just a little bit.
And
what are you doing?
And this is day 27. So day 20.
Day 26.
What is it? Day 26, day 27. I was going to say day 24.
Day 26.
Whatever day it was. Y'all ain't even young. Y'all not even young. Y'all not even young. Y'all in your 30s.
But it doesn't say
that. But you going to social media?
Right.
To put him on blast?
Mm-hmm.
What Patrice say, I believe you should communicate that with your spouse before walking out. And if he or she understands, they would be supportive.
I think that if you're in a crisis, of course, if you're having these feelings, that's different. But if you are in a crisis situation where you feel like another second in this space is going to be detrimental to you, sometimes you got to say, I got to go. Throw your hands up. I got to go.
Yes, it doesn't have to be, you don't have to be on the verge of a breakdown. Mm-hmm. If I really feel like leaving, you can leave. Woman or man.
So Quisha thinks that Shonda may think he's cheating, and that's why she's not supportive, because there's a history of cheating.
I said there might be other underlying issues, but I think that.
But that's the problem. If she's thinking, he ain't getting, he just went out smashing these holes. Like if that's what she's thinking, of course she's not going to be supportive.
So if that's what you're thinking, why are you with him anyway?
Maybe Shawn Robinson. Maybe she's a part of the problem. She look like she had a problem with that thigh. She got thighs. Mike, you don't like her thighs. I figure Mike will like them thighs.
No, she look irritating.
What you say? She look like she's too much work.
No, she look irritating. Like she look like she like. And I'm just saying this has nothing to do with reality. She look like that chick that thinks I'm supposed to treat her a certain type of way. Where, sweetie, I've been with 1,000 of you. You're not that bad. Honestly, you're not that bad. You're really not. But my thing is like, what, dog, go to social media and I promise you, I'll never talk to you again. Just go ahead. Once you go there, we are no longer a team. It's over.
That breaks the intimacy trust, though, between them. If there was any, like that would be the icing on the cake to break.
But y'all young 20-year-olds think that's an option. Y'all go ahead. Y'all keep thinking that's an option. Y'all keep putting.
But are they?
If you're about to kill me, just go. All right, get your ass out. If you on that side of the thing, all right, go. If you think it's that bad, don't kill me because
who wants somebody who wants. This is a common sense. Who wants somebody who wants to walk out? Why do you want somebody if you like? Yo, I've had it. Go. Why am I holding you here? Because it's that old school mentality. You stay here. You're my woman. You're my man. You don't leave. You can't leave. You gotta stay here and you gotta hustle it out and make it happen and make it work. I don't like you. Why is it that hard when a man or a woman says, I don't like you? I need to be out. I really don't like you. So I'm not going to sit here based on all these old school mentalities of you just stay and fight it out. Yes, some people do. Some people do go, let's just sit down and work it out. And then some people go like, I need to be out of here. Mm-hmm. I don't understand why y'all can't have both. Why y'all got to hold everybody to this day? A man wouldn't leave his family. Yes, a man would leave when he's sick and tired of a person. Mm-hmm. It happens every day. And
but it doesn't even have to be with sick and tired of your mate. It may be something much deeper. And I feel like, I think that we're missing that point. It might have nothing to do with her. It might be something so profound and deep. And again, loss, death, grief is a process. That could have been just the trigger for everything for him.
It got something to do with her. because if you were allowing, and let's flip it. Let's say it was a woman who went through loss and a man was pressuring her. It has something to do with you go like, dog, you really don't understand me. Or woman, you really don't understand me. So yeah, it does have something to do with that partner. In my opinion, I'm not the end all be all. None of us are the end all be all. I'm just saying when you have something that goes on in your life and you're trying to deal with it, and that person pushes you to a point where you're like, okay, I'm gone. Woman or man, whoever did it, I don't care what gender it is. I don't care what it is. Like if you can't understand it, but like I will stay stable on this. You're not going to social media and thinking we getting back together again.
That's what they do, though. I mean, they said she has a reckless mouth, and I guess on Marriage Boot Camp, I do remember Willie ended up getting into a fight over her, protecting her.
Thank you.
So yeah, she got her. She's reckless, but that's what they do. They go to social media and back and forth.
But that goes again. I'm gonna go way off course right here. I'm gonna go.
That's kind of old school when you say that. If you do social media, I'm done with you.
Yeah, if you tell your friends, no, old school is if you're going to run your mouth to your girls, I'm done with you. If you're going to run your mouth to your family about me, I'm done with you. If you're going to run your mouth about everything that goes on, then I'm done with you. I can't compete with you running off and putting my business out and whatever. And if that's what you choose, then I may not even be right in this situation, but I'm done. Y'all be running and y'all be on these Instagrams putting these little TikToks and all this other stuff and doing voiceovers. If this was the one woman that was too much for somebody, but is the one woman I love. Bitch, just love the chick.
The point of views, the POVs.
Oh my God, it'd be killing me. Like, oh, I forget what the actual one it is. It's the somebody's too much was my just right. And you put the TikTok. Dude, if you don't shut your pussy whipped ass up.
Whoa.
Sorry. If you don't.
Another man's trash is another man's treasure.
So what are we doing? Well, who are we proving this to? We're putting this on TikTok to prove it to who? To the dude. You're putting this up to prove it to the other person that you were dealing with. Dog, I know the psychology with this. Another man's too much was my. What? Are you kidding me right now? Like, but I do like the one with the one TikTok thing. I don't know if Jay Black or Mo, have you seen it when he goes, you ever ask a man if he's all right? Have you ever seen that one? Oh, you never seen that one?
No, you're gonna have to send that one to me. That's a good. I like that.
And he goes, ask the man if you all right, and then what?
You ever asked the man he's all right, and he said he's all right. He's not all right. That man been through more trauma than you can ever imagine. I can't believe y'all haven't seen that. That one gets like that's why I can't even mess with TikTok. Because TikTok, I have you tear up, and you be like, God, it's 3:00 in the afternoon. Why am I tearing up?
Yeah, and Willie is going through loss. Secretia talking about how when you suffer loss, you see who's there for you. Yeah, he's going through losing his dad.
I agree. And he said, I mean, him and his dad had a very tight relationship. And I can see where that's something that could break him.
Yo, put that picture up of that chick again. Does she look like the one that when you lose your significant other, like a dad or mother, put her up. Put her up. Does she look like the one? That's the one that's gonna help you. I'm profiling right now, but come on, like
that's his wife. Like, so they was together married for a long time.
They've been together for a long time. So that's another thing I don't understand. They've been together for a long time. So why wouldn't that be something that you understand? Why would it be something that you take to social media? Forget understanding.
Lie detector test. I'm doing a lie detector test on you and Jay Black right now. Does she look like the one that was going to support him? Bo, yes or no?
She looked like where that money at? Cut the check, Willie.
That's all I'm saying. All right, Jay Black. Does she look like the one when everything goes bad that she's the one that's gonna support you?
You can't profile off a picture. That's
no, we all profile. No, we
like 20
but
years.
Jay, I just say we are.
Just looking at the picture.
I'm saying we are profiling. This is wrong. This is wrong right now. This is wrong. But we are profiling. Does she look like the one when things go bad that she's the one who's gonna ride out for you?
That thigh and the smile, no, it does look a little suspect. The thigh and the smile. The thigh and the smile. Like, yeah.
Let's do it in the thigh. First of all, the thigh is 3 years away from being fat as hell. Like, trust me, that thigh right there.
You didn't not to look at her mother and you're gonna see what she's gonna look like in a couple of years. What?
That's gonna be Chub Rock in 3 years.
What?
That's Chub Rock. First of all, she's 5'1". She's 5'1" because she got the heels. She about to be Chub Rock.
Body shaming.
I'm not. I'm body. I'm a body psychic. I'm telling you the future. That thigh ain't gonna be that thigh in 3 years, yo. And don't ever get her pregnant again. If you get her pregnant, it's a wrap. If she gets pregnant again, it's
child support.
Because she got a little muscle in there. She got a little muscle right now. She got a little muscle. It will be over. It will be over. And then breasts ain't perky. All right. So what y'all? They're not perky. Them breasts ain't perky. They're not perky. And they're not big. Like, one thing, if you have like D's or something and they got a little sag, that's because gravity is impossible to fight that. But them little breasts are not supposed to be like that. Them little breasts already got a little sleepy Floyd to them. They got a little sleepy Floyd to them. Those breasts got a little sleepy Floyd. Put the picture up. Look at the side of it. Look at the side of that.
Yeah, he said he's a body.
Have children, Michael Shawn. I mean,
Oh, I already know. Yeah, she got it's poking out the side. She got the breast poking out a little bit.
And it looks like
you take away some of your perkiness.
She looked like she goes to the gym. Her thigh, she has a little thigh muscle. I think that's what she's showing right there. She does have a little thigh muscle, but she does look like she's 5'1", so it could go bad fast. It could go bad. Yeah, it could go bad fast. All right. Not that I can talk. I'm not in perfect shape. I'm just giving y'all an honest body psychic. I'm a body psychic. Okay, Mike, you talking way too much. Listen, she got Sleepy Floyd titties. Like that the breasts are Sleepy Floyd.
In the hell is
Good morning, Adrian.
Floyd?
That means when you got breasts like that, they supposed to be perked up. They supposed to be perky.
I know plenty of girls on the itty bitty city committee that they're not perky.
But that,
I mean, you have kids, they deflate.
How many kids she had? Can we research how many kids she got? She got like
Shonda
one kid.
Willie? Ooh.
She looked like the type
more than
that,
one. They got
They have
more
more
than
than one. They have a few.
yeah, but she like the type that don't breastfeed. Like she didn't breastfeed. Like she like the type that's too good to breastfeed. I'm profiling. I'm straight profiling right now, y'all.
Oh, that is so
She don't look like.
Stereotyping.
All right, lie detector test. J Black, Sexy Mo. Lie detector test. You ready?
Lie detector. All right.
There's a new segment on the show called Lie Detector.
All right.
Sexy Mo. Yes or no? Does she look like she breastfeed her children?
No.
J Black, does she look like she breastfeeds her children? This is great. This is great right here.
Yeah, the picture is incriminating. It does make it look like she's a little selfish and worried about her body.
All we needed was a yes or a no. Does she breastfeed her children? Does she
based off the photo? She's worried about her body more. No.
All right.
Strictly based off the.
No, this is called profiling / the lie detector test. Yes, we're profiling. We don't know this. We have never seen a picture of her as a mother.
I need to get some other pictures, probably. I don't know.
Terrible.
Profile it.
Them boots alone tell me she's never breastfed. Them boots alone that she has on tells me she's never read a bedtime story to her kids ever. She's never read the boots. Look at the boots. Those boots look like a woman.
I've worn those type of boots, Michael Shawn, before.
You've never worn those boots.
I still tell bedtime stories.
You've never worn those boots. You've never worn those boots.
And I
like
breastfed.
That. Never worn those boots.
I don't think boots can be the.
And don't get it messed up. Let's keep it real. She's pretty. She definitely is an attractive woman. Mm. Like we're not gonna play. Like I need y'all. Neither you or Jay are on my IG Live. What's going on?
Well, who knew? I need my phone. I want to see some other pictures now. I'm curious.
All right, let's take a quick break. It's 8:12. We'll come back. We have another question. We have a question that we're gonna ask each other. And Stacy, why shut up, Mike? Why do you sound like my
No,
Stacy?
she laughing at you.
Why?
Shut up, man.
You sound just like my Stacy.
She's filling in for Stacy while she's
Jesus.
sick and while she's quarantining. She's filling in for your Stacy.
See, Patrice want to play. She said, depending on the bedtime story. Stereotype this bitch. Stereotype her. Let's profile. Let's play the game. But that lie detector, wait, I'm writing that down. That lie detector test. I like that. Lie detector. We're going to play lie detector test on a question that we got coming up.
I don't know how long this is going to last.
Right,
Yes or no question. I don't know.
We got questions coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Chill with us.
Lie detectors are yes or no questions only?
Yes. They're direct questions.
I don't like that game.
Yeah, you don't want to play that game.
I don't know how long this is going to last.
You might want to put your wife on one of the
direct answering guys.
Yeah. You might want to put your wife on one of the squares. You might want to put Lady Q, get on the square. Oh, we got to get MD on the square too. Okay, all right, we'll take a break.
If she gets on a square, that means Jay Black not getting no bacon.
I'm just playing. I don't even want to play them games. All right, that was just a joke. I know you don't, Jay.
Yeah, no, I like no yes and no.
Everybody knows.
Why are you so aggressive this morning, Stacey?
A
lot of aggression going on with you right now. All right, we're taking a 4-minute break. We'll come back on IG Live and on Media Room 360. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Yeah, yo.
What up, y'all? It's Michael Shawn from Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. And just in case you missed the show, check this out.
We can't tell Meek that he has to take responsibility for a bus rap and not tell Uncle Luke that he has to have responsibility for having a whole group of young girls, 17 and 18, yelling out, "Pop that coochie."
Absolutely. I'm not saying that, but here's
okay. I want to make that clear. We dropped the ball a long time ago when it came to selling out.
Here's the thing. What I'm saying to you is there's a world of difference between pop that coochie and actually coochies being depicted of black women on buses. And the whole sex sells argument is a misnomer to me, because if sex sells, why don't you see Chinese girls doing it? Why don't you see Jewish girls doing it? Why don't you see Korean girls
Because there's not a Chinese rapper who put them on there to do it. Okay. And let's be clear, Luke not only was popping that, he had the chicks with him at the hotel performing for everybody in the hotel rooms.
I'm sorry, but was any of that on social media? I'm sorry, was any of
there
that?
There was no social media, homie.
Exactly. That's the whole point.
But that's not an excuse. You have to take.
But you're trying to. I'm not discounting the.
The ball started rolling. The ball started rolling.
Agreed, but now the ball is out of our control, and other people are behind it. At least with Luke, Luke had a certain level of control over it. These people are exploiting us, and we're sitting here acting as if we're not being exploited.
And Luke was exploiting us. It's even worse.
No, because Luke was a one-man shop versus a multi-billion-dollar conglomerate, Mike.
And what happened?
We have a black woman right here. We have a black female right here that can speak to this.
Black women we're unprotected. We're the most unprotected individuals in the United States of America. And it's because Black men are the only ones who are not for us 100%. White men love white women. Latin men love Latin women. Asian men love Asian women. But Black men love every other woman before their own woman, Black women. So we can be outraged all we want, but it's not going to be a change until Black men stand behind us, until Black men speak for us. And here we have Meek Mills, a Black man who let this rap on his bus, his album cover, be okay. The difference between Meek and Luke is that there is social media. If there was social media back then, I think Luke would be under fire just as much as Meek is right now, because Meek's reach is further now. With Instagram, with YouTube, with all these social media platforms, Meek is touching a lot more people than Luke has ever.
Search Media Room 360 on all streaming platforms. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Yay! What up, y'all? It's Michael Shawn from Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. And just in case you missed the show, Check this out.
The one song that nobody knows that Freeway loves, that everybody would wild out if they realized that the one song that you love, the one song.
Making my way down south. Okay. If I could jump into the sky, something under. That's my joy.
That joint is so hot.
Search Media Room 360 on all streaming platforms. Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends. Yeah. We the worst records, baby. We about to ruin another instant classic. People were like, Mike, Shawn, where you been for 60 days? Yo, Aristotle, let's tell her. Straight out of rehab, a crazy alcoholic named Michael. Trying to break this alcoholic cycle. 2 shots, 3 shots, just to start the day. My girl mad, cause I'm even drunk on Sundays. Every day, I'm headed to the liquor store. Take a shower, liquor coming out my pores. People saying, Mike, Shawn, you better try and chill. Mind your business, and hand me some Advil. Got a headache, I'm so hungover. Gotta work in the morning, hope I'm sober. DUI, now I'm getting pulled over. Oh, Lord, now I'm getting pulled over. Please, sir, step out the car. Hand me your license and recite the alphabet backwards. Backwards? Oh! Straight out of rehab, crazy alcoholic up in AA. Say my name out loud, they reply, hey. 60 days in a drug-free, clean stay. Cold word, I was on a little vacay. Sharing feelings that I never thought I'd ever say. Grabbing tissue, eyes sweaty, I don't wanna stay. Calling home, yo, let me talk to my maid. No, for real, let me talk to my maid. Man up, 12 steps is the game plan. Tell the truth if you really wanna beat it, man. No chicks, no drink, pass on the tab. Michael, Shawn, and I'm straight out of rehab. We the worst records, baby. We have just ruined another classic song. Michael, Shawn, Aristotle, Ludo, Rest Up, Pills, Cosby, my man Flip, Mika Badass. Yeah. Michael, Shawn, we the worst records. You know what I say. Yeah. Straight out of rehab.
Don't never stop if you wanna be on top, yeah.
Tap in.
Tap in. Then Mo had to go. She had to go.
Mo be back. Well, we'll see. Yeah, Mo should be back.
Why you keep freezing like that? Is it my laptop?
Yeah, it may be yours because I'm not seeing froze.
No, you're doing freeze records. I don't know what you're doing freeze for. But anyway, all right. So Mo's doing mom things, and I think Jay played, and I think he. That was good. That was good. That was long.
Almost back.
Pause. I said that was long. Pause. Double, triple, quadruple pause. What the hell is that? Yo, get on my IG live before Mo. Do you have to go? When do you have to go?
I'm working on it. I'm making lunches. I'm threatening to beat butt because he ain't on the, you know.
Oh, well, you a mom for real. I gotta give you a round of applause. Well, at least it's me.
Thank you.
Be on some mom.
Thank you.
Some mom stuff.
Responsibilities.
8:21. You're late.
I ain't mad at y'all because, like, I realized with Stacey being barricaded in the bedroom and I slept on the couch as if I did something, which is crazy. I've never slept on the couch and not did something. And I've been sleeping on the couch and I got a sink full of dishes right now. I'm really about to get at my daughters. Yeah, I gotta wash these dishes. Yeah. So I'm gonna take care of these dishes and knock that out. So
Mike gotta do dishes.
And I don't mind doing dishes because I put on the whatchamacallit. What's the girl's name that you say her name? She plays music. What's her name?
Alexa.
I say Alexa. And I got like 4 or 5 like genres that I play. And then I get right into it and then I'm good. So all right. Get on IG Live before Mo has to go. Because I want to do this lie detector thing. I really do. This is good. Anybody on here who has a question? Anybody who has a question for any 3 of us, it's called lie detector.
don't know about
Anybody, and it's a yes or no answer. And you can
Wait, I
ask,
wasn't ready for that. Wait.
and
Anything?
and you can ask any question. Now, this is the game. This is the game because I'm the game master right now. I'm the game master. So you don't use the dishwasher. Sometimes I use the dishwasher. But actually, I don't know. I might put these in the dishwasher. I might not. Was that my lie detector question? Yes, I do use it. All right, so let me get Mo in the IG live, and then we're gonna play this little game. And then we can get into we can get into the question. Oh, this is what we'll do. We'll start the game off with the question. What question do you want to do, Jay? Harder to say, harder for you to say, or here, pause. What is a longer what's it, a minute, a longer minute?
I guess you're gonna do both anyway, so just pull the first one up for you.
Pull the first one up, the voice of okay. Okay, all right, Mo, get on here.
I am outside the club.
Okay, you're out the club.
I'm
You're outside the
outside.
club. All right. I'm getting in the club.
patiently waiting.
All right.
Which is
Everybody watching is Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. If you're on the IG live, what is the longest? A microwave minute,
Oh,
B
no.
a hangover minute, or C a treadmill minute? We'll start with the person who hasn't been on a treadmill in a long time, Jay Black. Jay Black. Which is the longest right there? Double pause.
Yeah, this is easy. This is easy.
A microwave minute, which is long. B, a hangover minute. C, a treadmill minute.
Hands down, easy. B.
A hangover minute?
Yeah, them hangovers feel forever. I'm going hangover.
Anybody on IG Live, put which one you want.
Mighty Ivan Robinson. What up, boxing champ?
All right, I'm outside the club again. I just requested.
Why do you get in the club and then you go back? Well, stop smoking cigarettes outside. Like, what the hell? Like, we're taking a smoke break. Ivan Robinson, what's good? All right, which is the longest? Jay Black says, out of the three, A, a microwave minute, B, a hangover minute, C, a treadmill minute. Jay Black said a hangover minute. Yeah. Anybody on IG Live, give me A, B, or C. Sexy Mo, which is the longest? A, a microwave minute, B, a hangover minute, or C, a treadmill minute?
I'd have to go with A. I'm a fatty. I look at, and it seems like it's forever.
Somebody said
60 seconds feels like forever.
All right, so you say a microwave minute.
Yeah.
I gotta put my glasses up.
Waiting on my food.
Somebody said a hangover minute. Somebody said a treadmill minute. Now for me, Jay Black, the only reason he says a hangover minute because I don't deal with hangovers. Like if I have a hangover, I take another drink. So a hangover minute, I've never lasted.
It never lasted a minute because you threw another shot back.
I never, if I woke up with a hangover, it was like, give me a drink right now. Kelly J said treadmill. I'd be like, damn, when will this be over? Yeah, treadmill. Somebody said C, a treadmill minute also. I'm gonna say I would probably say I'll say C because I'm not dealing with B. I would never deal with B. I think hangovers, first of all, hangovers that's a cute word. They should be a different word for what a hangover feels like. That's a cute word. It should be
near death.
Yes, it should be near death. A real hangover is near death. And there's no way I'm sitting there and actually taking a hangover. I'll say a treadmill minute, especially if you're working with a trainer. If you're working with a trainer that makes you sprint for 60 seconds, you feel like death is really happening. Yup. Patrice said definitely C on a treadmill. That's why you ever be on a treadmill by yourself and you cover the time and you try and like you ever put something over the time and then you move it, you're like, God, you still got 40 seconds left.
He's like, you thought you did something.
I thought I was doing something. But I'm telling you, a minute on anything with a trainer, a minute in any physical activity, if you have a trainer, is horrid. I didn't know my trainer did this. He does this little thing where he goes, everything we're going to do is 20 seconds. And you like, what's the big deal? 20 seconds. 20 seconds. 20 seconds of push-ups. Then he goes 20 seconds of curls. Then he does 20 seconds of crunches. And then you got to lift your legs up and you got to do them crunches and you got to weight in your hand. So it's just 20 seconds. You're like, what's the worst that could happen? 20 seconds.
Look what Mighty said. He said he had a hangover in the 10th round. As a boxer.
He had a hangover in the
10th round against guy.
I always wondered. That is a beast. I always wondered if they ever, because like Marshawn Lynch, and boxing my favorite sport, and I know Mo loves boxing too. But Marshawn Lynch and Ron Artest said they would do like 2 shots of Henny before they played, and I always wondered, can you do 2 shots before you get into a boxing ring?
You're at a calorie deficit. Your adrenaline's pumping.
Damn,
that'll probably catch up to you in the later rounds. I would think.
I think that would catch up to you more so in the earlier round.
Like, I'm not promoting nothing, but I know you get drug tested. But if you didn't get drug tested, I'd probably take cocaine before a boxing match. Right?
I think they do get tested. I think they get tested right before they go on the ring.
No, but they get tested after the fight. But I would think like sometime. Okay, give the Okay, this is a question I really like. Lie detector. Put this question up. Kevin said, that's a lie. Millions of black men respect and care about our black women and support them. I don't know what he must be.
The promo. Shayna, when she talked about black women are the most disrespected race. So he's talking about the promo that played during the commercials. The little promo.
Well, Kevin, it depends on.
So when you say most disrespected, though, Kevin, it's not just black men that disrespect black women.
I think black women are pretty. I mean, they're pretty high up there on the disrespect.
Thank you.
Yeah, they're pretty.
Because even other black women disrespect black women.
White people disrespect black women. Puerto Ricans did. Like, it's old. Like,
right.
Like, even if you go to a white strip club, white strippers are treated better than black women strip clubs. Even though black women became more dominant now. Like I see chicks on Instagram, because I ain't been to a strip club in years, but I see.
Piccadilly?
You say what?
I said, do they even let white women in the Piccadilly?
I don't even know. I don't even know, but I know now there are black women making a ton of money, and there's one chick did this like documentary kind of. She was like, I don't even take my clothes off. I just walk in now, and I'm like, God bless. I mean, I've never made it rain at a strip club, so I've never made it rain.
It drizzle.
I made it drizzle. It was partly cloudy and all that, but I've never made it. I've never made it. Like, I've never understood. Well, I'm trying to think. I don't know. It depends on the alcohol intake. I don't know.
You've never.
Yeah. No, I've never done that. I've never like just slapped money out my hand like that. I've never done that.
You never used the gun? The gun?
I've never used the gun. Yo, the gun makes my heart hurt. Like, the gun makes me, dog, to actually have that's your money going out the gun? No. Unfortunately, I've probably spent more at the bar at a strip club because the drink prices are just outrageous, and that probably got me to spend money.
That was
$10
for a bottle of water.
A bottle of water. But even though I think black women have, and this is so horrible to say, I think black women have improved in their treatment at strip clubs, even though I ain't been there. But white women, like, we gone to white strip clubs where literally you don't even get to touch them. Like, you don't get to touch them at all. All right, give the
next question.
This is the next question. Everybody on IG Live, this is the next question.
I'm ready.
I like this question. All right. Which is the hardest for you to say? A, I apologize. B, I need help. C, I love you. D, I was wrong. Everybody on IG Live, I'm going to repeat this.
You know me and Jay Black are both Virgos. I think that this is a biased question.
Which is the hardest for you to say? Everybody on IG Live and watching on Media Room 360. Which is the hardest for you to say? A, I apologize. B, I need help. C, I love you. D, I was wrong.
Mm.
Who wants to go first? Anybody want to go first? Does anybody want to volunteer? Nobody wants to volunteer?
I will go ahead and expose myself
Okay.
now.
Before you answer, the voice
Mhm.
said B. I need help. So IG Live, we already have an answer B. I need help. Then we got another one. I got my glasses here, y'all. So I'm trying to let me put my glasses on so I can read y'all joints.
Yes.
RACHG_0C. I need help.
Mm-hmm. And
All
so
right.
those who know me know that B is definitely my deficit. I will take on the world. I do it all by myself.
Ooh.
And I struggle with asking people for help.
I need help.
Yes. It's
Stacey
so
Mitchell's.
simple, but I
I need
cannot do
help.
it. It's hard. It's difficult
Kelly
for
said
me.
it. Tam said it.
Yes.
Look at this. Why is
Yeah.
everybody? I need
Yeah.
help.
It's challenging
Patrice.
because you're always in a independent, do it myself mode
Jacqueline.
a lot of
Wow,
times.
it's a
That
landslide.
like
Damn.
it's big.
Queen born. Yeah, it's a landslide. Like
I'm humble, so I don't have a problem with apologizing. And if I'm wrong, I definitely don't have a problem with saying, you know what, I was wrong. My bad.
The problem with
I
y'all.
love you. Not hard.
No. The problem with y'all
I need
vaginas.
help.
The problem with y'all vaginas right now on IG Live and watching. It should be D. I was wrong. That's the hardest thing for
No,
y'all. Y'all vaginas to
no.
say.
Because in
D.
my more seasoned age now, I try not to open my mouth unless I know what I'm talking about. So it
No.
just gives the appearance that I'm not wrong much.
Damn it, it's D. Y'all ovaries need to say D. Oh, look at this. I need help. You know what y'all need help
It
with? Y'all need help with being able to say I was wrong. That's what y'all need help
shout
with.
out to all my strong independent women on here that's struggling with the same thing. I understand y'all. I
Y'all
understand
get the
y'all.
out of here. B, I need help doing D. I was wrong.
That's not the
Kobe
deficit.
Vision. Set
That's
your
not
ass
the
up, Kobe.
deficit. Because he
That is
knows
what
that's
y'all.
not my deficit.
We needed an E. I'm in denial.
That is not my
I
deficit.
need help.
I do not know how to ask for help. Those who know
Get
me,
the y'all need
I can say I'm wrong. I can say I was wrong, but
No, you can't.
I try not to open my mouth unless I know what I'm talking about. So
Whatever.
that it just
Kathy,
gives the appearance that I'm not wrong much.
let me read this. Kathy
We
said,
finally
"See,
got someone other
if
than
I'm in a
D.
relationship, but it's easy to say to my family, I was wrong. Yeah, my baby says it's all right. No, it's not all right. B or C. At least that's better. No, B or C. I need help or I love you. Oh my God.
You said B and C for Jeanette. Maybe
But
D.
that the I love you,
Y'all say it all the time.
but meaning it and saying it and meaning it is two different things. I think
Well,
some people
what was the
overuse that
question?
word
The
love.
question was, which is the hardest for you to
Hardest.
say? Y'all can say I love you in a second. Thank you,
Some
Don
people
Page.
can't. There are some people out there who can't. They be like ditto,
Oh, the
the
ditto.
same.
Kelly J said, saying you need help makes you feel vulnerable, and people tend to throw stuff up in your face, which makes people not want to ask for help.
Facts.
Kelly.
I know myself.
Yep.
I will take that. I receive that.
Baby sis is always right.
Do you see how much they are adamant? They are adamant against saying I was wrong. Do you
No,
see this?
because I don't have a problem.
Do
That's
y'all
not the
see this?
hardest thing for me to do. It's not the hardest thing for me to do. I can say I was wrong, my bad, or I stand to be corrected. I can do those things, but me asking for help is definitely a challenge.
Let me write that down because I got this bit where it goes instead of saying I'm wrong, women will say I stand to be corrected. I will
I stand to be correct.
I'm just saying, I'm agreeing with you. You
correct.
want me?
No,
You
that's not
want
wrong.
me to
Correct.
challenge?
No.
I stand to be
That means
corrected.
that
stand to be
basically was like
corrected.
you basically said I need help. I stand to be corrected. No,
I'm
B,
just
you
saying.
was wrong.
I stand to be corrected.
No,
That's the positive reinforcement. That's a positive way to say yes.
you were wrong. You were
I
wrong.
wasn't right.
I'm
It's
trying
because
to
I wasn't right.
I'm trying to correct myself on stage because I say bitch a lot on stage, right? So I'm
We all
trying,
use that word.
yeah, but I'm trying to use the B word or trying to get a word that correlates with that. and heifer doesn't feel.
Oh yeah,
Heifer
no.
don't feel the same way.
Yeah, you don't want to say. I mean, well, depending on how you use the word bitch,
heifer
the
asshole.
inflection. See that now that those are fighting words. You're in Texas. Those are fighting words. Now, if you use the word bitch, there's a difference because it depends on your inflection, depends on how you say it, your tone.
I guarantee you, when I say this on stage, when women don't want to be wrong, they will say they will switch things up and say, like, well, that means you're wrong. No, I stand to be corrected. Bitch, you wrong. I'm telling you, this is gonna kill. All right, so put the question back up, Jay. Put the question back up. All right, so Mo said, I need help.
That's
Jay
the hardest
Black,
one for me.
which is the hardest for you to say? A, I apologize. B, I need help. Why did you disappear from the IG?
I was trying to find. This is fun, so I was just going to look for some.
He
I didn't know it was
doesn't
going to
want to
turn into
answer
this.
the question.
Let's get on the IG
I didn't know
live
this
before
was
you
going to
do
turn
this.
into this, and I started looking for other ones. I started looking for other ones.
No, just get back on the IG live so you can answer the damn question.
You know, he has a problem with lie detector tests. They're straightforward questions.
Jay needs I can't follow directions.
Yeah, I'm looking for some other one.
I can't follow directions.
Thanks for joining. All right, let me come back.
Yeah, go. All right. Let me take these glasses off now. Oh, man. I wear my glasses too much, then I can't see for real. All right, Jay Black, which is the hardest for you to say? A, I apologize. B, I need help. Or C, I love you. Or D, I was wrong.
Is this a like when you say lie detector? This is like a.
See, I knew it.
No, I'm trying to really understand because, like, if we just outward, like, I would go and just say B with the masses, but I didn't know if this was like a true deep.
Don't say with the masses. Say what the question is easy.
Yes, which is the hardest for you to say, Jay Black? A, I apologize. B, I need help. C, I love you. Or D, I was wrong.
C. I know you're gonna judge me.
No, I'm not, because I can see where that could be difficult for you.
Judge me.
I can see, given your history, that could be difficult for you to tell somebody that I love you. That's a vulnerable thing.
Get on IG Live right now. I want you on IG Live right now. Get on IG Live. Say you love me, Jay.
So we've already established that Jay has some attachment issues and some things.
Noble, what up, Noble King?
What you trying to say, Jay? You don't love me?
Listen, I would go with B just to have a legit answer, but deep down, if it was like a deep moment, I'm being honest. Is C? Just being.
So let's work
honest.
through it. Let's
I'm
work
not working through it. I'm not. What we're not going to do is work.
So what you're saying is that you don't love me. What you saying? You gonna say it to my face right now? You don't love me.
See, here we go.
You don't love Michael Shawn. That's what you ain't got no love for Michael Shawn.
Here come Claude and Ray.
That's what you saying.
It's uncomfortable. It's literally right now. It's uncomfortable too.
You can't say you love me. You can't say you love me.
Do you belong to?
I'm being honest.
I love you, Jay. I love you.
Here you go with the bullshit, Mike. All right, I'm out. Like for real. Stop.
What is hard about that?
So we do know that Jay has.
Do you love Monique? Do you love Mo? Do you love Sexy Mo?
This is not going to turn into therapy with Jay Black.
I'm not even expecting for Jay Black. I've known Jay Black for over 15 years.
You're not going to say you love Sexy Mo?
Him to say that he loves me. I know that's a barrier for him.
Bananas, pineapple. What's all about cold words?
I said elephant juice. It looks like you are saying I love elephant juice. Say elephant juice, Jay Black.
Elephant juice, yeah, funny. Elephant juice. Yeah, that's the old school.
Do you love Mo? Can you at least say you love Mo? Can you say you love Mo?
Pineapple, son.
That's difficult.
You say you love Mo?
No.
Don't say it at my funeral, son.
And I've never even put Jay Black in that situation because I know that's a difficult task for him.
Don't come to my funeral saying you
I
love
know
me.
he cares deep down inside. I know he don't want anything bad to ever happen to me. I know that he will never tell me without therapy, without some type of assistance. He'll never tell me that he loves me.
I don't give a damn what you settle for. I need that dude to say he loves me.
So, maybe I'll need to go to couples therapy and work it out because I'm sorry, Michael Shawn, you'll never receive that. You're not going to receive that.
A simple question always go left. That's why I was just going to just say B and let's move on.
Why do you get mad? Why do you get
I'm
mad?
not mad.
I
I'm
didn't
not
want
mad.
Love,
that was difficult.
love, there's nothing sexual about love. Saying you
But
love
but there's
somebody.
a vulnerability, and we've already established that
What do
Jay
you think
Black
I'm
has
gonna
a
do?
problem with being
What
vulnerable.
you act like I'm gonna hurt him? Like what, I'm gonna cheat on him?
We know that you're
What the hell?
Claude. We know you ain't gonna do nothing to Ray, but you know Ray don't know that.
We brothers.
Ray got
This
some
is-
difficulties.
This is brotherly love. This ain't no like. What are you gonna do? Like I'm gonna get a better friend? Like what am I gonna do?
And so Jeanette says we weren't raised like that, and I that's why I keep going back to the underlying factors in Jay Black's life. That's why you can't understand why he feels saying "I love you" to somebody who he actually loves.
I love you, Mo. I love you, Mo.
I love you too, Mike.
Look at that. Look at that. It's that easy.
We're not. We're not.
I know.
I said banana.
I know.
I said pineapple. I said every trigger word that we said to use.
I'm not expecting anything.
So you can
I am. Well, I am.
Not in that department. Not in that department.
I am. That's my friend.
Not until I find Jay Black a black male therapist. I will not.
I don't give a damn about a therapist. Matter of fact, I'll be more mad.
I need help. I need help is the one.
You need help saying I love Michael Shawn. That's what you need.
No, you're an idiot.
I told you before you asked this question that these questions are going to be challenges because it's hard for Jay Black to apologize. It's hard for him to say I need help. It's definitely hard for him to say I love you. And I don't know if he's gonna say he's wrong. I'm gonna cheat.
All right, I'm gonna say this. In behalf of him, I think Jay will apologize. It takes a minute, but I think if he's really wrong, like he'll gather himself and be like, all right, and he'll have to. It'll take him a minute, but he'll have to be like, yeah, that was my bad.
I've been waiting 15, 16, 17 years.
I didn't say that. I was trying to.
You said it may take him a minute. It's been over a decade.
Kelly J said, I love you, Mike. I love you, Sexy Mo. I love you, Jay Black. I love you, Tam. I love you.
We love you, Kelly J. We love you, Kelly J. And so does Jay Black. He just can't verbalize it.
I honestly, I didn't think this question was going to be that. I thought that would. I didn't think that was going to be hard.
I knew that.
As soon as I saw it, I said,
I knew that.
I got to be honest. When you talk about lie detectors, like.
All right, put the question up so I can give IG. I put the question up so I can repeat it correctly. Everybody on IG, what is the hardest thing for you to say? A, I apologize. B, I need help. C, I love you. Or D, I was wrong. Which one is the hardest for you to say? A, once again, I apologize. B, I need help. C, I love you. D, I was wrong. And I don't know where Sexy Mo disappeared to. I don't know where she left. So, okay. So, Jay, the number one, the one that you said was, I need help.
I said B. I need help. Yeah, I need help. I mean, because like a lot of people are saying, it's a pride thing. So if someone needs help, it's prideful, not to, want to ask for help when you might need help. It could be literally just a conversation, a motivational speech, not financial, just, overall.
Okay. I do now, to be honest. Your hardest one is I love you. Now I think about it.
What?
Because I need help. Because we have both asked each other for favors, which kind of would be like I need help. Because we know the other person would be like, yo, I really need this situation or whatever. So I think you can do that. Yeah, the I love you one is your problem, child. That is your problem, child. But you do tell. But you're married, so you told your wife, and that's the only person you need to tell. And you tell your kids you love them. I think you do. Oh, Jay, why do you do that? Okay, Ashley. I think for most people, it'll be the no one likes to admit when you're wrong. For me, it's not that. I will argue with you to death about me being right, but then if you get me. Like the next day, or you get me like a few hours later, I'll be like, I was wrong. Because I've been wrong a ton. I've been wrong on this show 6,000 times.
Yeah, that's true.
Like God,
That's true. Yes.
I've been wrong. But it's just, I don't know. I don't want to.
Ashley admitted that it's D. Ashley admitted D.
I was wrong. D. Ashley said I was wrong. I'm always this is why this show always winds up revolving around Jay Black. This is why. Let me explain why.
Because you're trying to move on, but you something in you just can't. I see it. You're struggling right now.
Yeah, because there's a fascinating. I know, and I am gonna keep it moving. But my fascination is that Jay Black.
No, you're not.
No. But you don't have a big group around you. You don't have I don't think any of us have like more than 10. I'll say in my case, I probably got like 4 or 5 friends, right? Like we don't have, we have a gang of people we know. We know a gang of people. We know people it'd be like, oh, what's going on, and everything. But you have a clique. We have cliques that are very small, very tight. That's why I find it amazing on the love you thing. Now I know the love dog. Listen, people, the man loves me. Listen, it is what it is. Like it is what it is, dog. I already know what I'm saying. It is what it is. Like I get it. The Mo, like he can say whatever he wants. Mo, we can't hear you, Mo. Why can't we hear you?
Oh, she's muted. Let me see.
Unmute yourself because I want to hear your.
Yeah, I can't. She got to do it.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Like okay, I 1000% without Jay saying it. I don't even want to joke. I don't want to badger the witness.
Jay Black has come to visit me in the hospital.
Bam.
And I know that Michael Shawn and Fearless left the hospital saying, "We love you." You know, Jay Black came, but Jay Black, you've never told me that you love me. But I've said I've loved you to Jay Black, but we have a mutual understanding that I know deep down he cares for my well-being, but I don't think that he can say it.
All right, so who's this black therapist? Because I didn't want the black therapist. Now I want the black therapist to talk to Jay. I want to know.
I realize a black male. There's actually 2 that I have in mind that I would like for him to be open or receptive to even seeing or talking to.
No, real talk. I know he loves me. Not only that, I know he loves me more than Mo.
Wait.
It's a competition.
What?
Actually, I know out of all the Takeover legends.
You're funny.
What?
I know over Shawn, Dr. Smith.
Is simply not true.
I know for a fact I'm number 1. I know.
That is simply not true.
Y'all don't.
Michael Shawn. I think I love you a little bit more than Jay Black does, because I'm even able to verbalize it to you. Michael Shawn, I have a special place in my heart for you.
You do.
No matter where you are, there are.
But you ain't never carried me out of club. You ain't never carried me out of club.
But I've never carried you out of a club. But you have slept in my car. Slept off in my car.
Okay.
I have had to take you to my house, and you have slept it off on my couch.
Okay. Well, I mean, but that was easy work. That was easy. You ain't. I'm just saying.
That was easy.
That was easy work.
Carrying somebody out the club is hard when they can barely stand and they think it's
Jay has had to he had to get the money from a comedy show that I disrespected everybody in the audience, but the promoter.
I still need that bread, fam.
I would still need that money.
He can't walk out of here, but I'm gonna need that money.
It was a tragic night. I get it. I know he's pissy. I know. I don't
even know why we got the money, but that was on Jay. But Jay was like, "We're gonna need this money."
I need
if you ever need your money, Jay Black is the person you send in to negotiate and get it.
I need that. Mm-hmm.
I need this money. let me tell you why alcohol is bad. Because Mo just said something that she claimed happened, and I have no clue what she's talking about.
Which one?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Which one?
laying on a couch or whatever. I don't know.
Yes. I had to take yes.
Okay. All right. I don't.
I
I absolutely don't remember.
I had to make you leave your car keys your car at Tory's. Remember Tory's on South Street? Shout out to Joe from Tory's.
That establishment.
I had to make you leave your car on South Street, and I drove you to my house. You slept on my couch. I had to help you up 3 flights of stairs. Yes.
But Mike, remember waking up in the club and waking up in a hotel room by himself. Like, what the hell happened? You remember that?
Yeah, you got to put the keys. We always had rules. You just got to put the keys and the wallet right next to the person.
All your stuff there. That panic is over.
The Comfort Inn on Delaware Avenue must have been sold out because that would have been the first bet of me just checking you into a hotel, but they must ain't have no rooms because I had to take you back to my house and you slept on my couch.
That is amazing. Paul said, I tell all my close friends I love them. I get them flowers now. Life is too short. You just never know.
Absolutely.
And real friends need to know their love. Listen, carrying somebody off
the third floor
Palmer's is work. Hats off to you, J Black.
Yes.
Okay.
Now security did help him. Security did help him.
One guard helped me only to the door. He helped me from there to the car.
That's Michael Shawn probably told some jokes on him too. Michael Shawn might have told a few jokes on him and his security team, and he said, "Fuck Michael Shawn."
Actions speak louder than words.
Exactly.
No, we get it. Like, I understand. Like, we understand. Like Mo just said, we understand that he loves us.
Absolutely.
Now he loves me more. But my thing is, we don't get like the intricate part of this is why he's fascinating. The intricate part is why are the words so difficult? And I don't get. That's why we want to.
So because the words lend to him sharing himself, and it makes it a real thing, and it makes him vulnerable.
But it's the real thing. Like if I call this mother right now and I said, "Yo, you got to come to the house right now. I got a problem." He would skirt in the car and be here. So his actions, which are more important,
right?
So I want to know what it is about those three words.
Language, the association of the language.
Can he say it in Spanish?
Te amo.
Like if we give him the Spanish one, can he do it in Spanish?
Oh God.
It's the association with the word love. Love requires a level of vulnerability in showing someone else that you're vulnerable. And many people are able to display a love language, but they're not able to actually verbalize it. Because
has J Black ever cursed you out?
Who, me?
Yes. Like literally called you B words or anything?
Oh, no. Now, J Black and I would... No, J Black has never called me a bitch to my face.
Because I don't think J Black.
Now he may have said it under his breath, this little bitch.
No, he's never.
I don't talk like that. Yeah, that ain't how I carry myself.
That's not J Black. J Black doesn't even really curse like that. Yeah. No, he does this though. He does this. So.
Yeah, he does that.
He does that. Like So.
I only saw him out of his character.
Right. Out my character?
No.
No. I have him in my. Let me think.
That one drunk time in New York when we got locked up. There
was 2 times I saw him out his character, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna let him be. But I mean, they were all very difficult times. So I'm out my character. You can catch me out my character on a Wednesday. Like you can like
I know the other time now. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that was like, but now think about it. This dude has never literally ever cursed me out. So I guess that kind of balances out.
Now J Black can degrade you in the most polite way to where you're like, did he?
How did he degrade you? Because I never caught that.
No. Like he can.
He
cut
definitely
you.
loves me more than you.
Can cut you down. There's no question. There's no question.
I'm playing.
Jay Black has a way of really cutting you with a knife without cutting you, and you're second guessing. Like, did he put me down, or did he just put me in my place?
You don't think you're a little too sensitive, Mo? You don't think?
I'm not sensitive. I'm not sensitive at all.
No, you are sensitive.
You can't be around J Black and be sensitive.
No, you are
cannot
sensitive.
be around. You cannot work for Jay Black and be sensitive.
You are the most
As a woman,
Mo.
I'm
You are
empathetic. I am
you are
empathetic, and I am in touch with my feelings. But
just
I'm not sensitive. There's a difference.
no. You are the toughest, most sensitive person I've ever, because you have a very kind heart.
Yeah,
Like,
I have a kind heart.
you
I
don't like Jay. You should apologize to Mo. Like, honestly, you should apologize.
I don't need it.
What?
No, you should.
I'm well within my soul. I don't need it.
No, you should apologize, because there were some things that obviously that you have said, because this is like the third time we've had this conversation,
I'm
and
just calling
she's
it
taking
for
some
what
words.
it is.
She was like
the Nas stuff. My bad.
No, I mean it goes beyond Nas. It goes beyond Nas.
No, she said you hurt her feelings. She was like, did he just get at me right there? I think you should have a breakthrough.
I became used to the Jay Black syndrome is what I call it.
Anything that offends you, that I said, my bad.
And I am a member of Surviving Jay Black. I mean, it was just like, oh my God.
No, we're not.
Oh my God.
No, we're not.
It was an era in my life. It was a period in my life that I had to go through.
No, we're not using those words.
Oh wow.
We're not using those words.
You know,
I was not that mentally affecting. No.
Damn, Jay, what was you doing?
Jay Black, had I not pledged back when I pledged, I think that I probably would have broke as an intern. But
it's boot camp.
You shaped me into the person I am today.
Thank you.
You shaped me into the heartless bitch I am today.
Damn. He Paul said he still could have said, I'm sorry, it's my bad.
I did. Action Jesus. I said, oh, now this is
so
therapy.
No.
All right, we ready to move on. What's the next?
Say sorry, Jay Black.
What's the next question?
I don't want to skip over that. You definitely don't say sorry.
I said
you just move on.
I said I apologize. I
move
said
on.
Oh, and by my actions, by moving on, you see that it's genuine and we good. And
glad it ain't me.
That would be a no.
I'm just glad it ain't me this time. All right, put that question up.
I'm just saying, as an intern, had I not pledged, it would have been, I probably would have quit. I probably would have broke down. I probably would have cried.
Life's lessons.
I mean,
that's my goal, helping people teach life lessons.
Nothing as an intern, when I was your intern, nothing was ever good enough.
Oh, damn, Jay.
Nothing was ever good enough. And you always challenge whether I was there to meet the artist or what are you really here for? You question my integrity.
If I apologize on behalf of Jay, would that be good?
Yeah, right.
No, I mean, I just think that's just like an internal thing that Jay Black and I, even after 15 years, haven't really sorted through. But maybe when he goes to therapy, maybe it's something that we can talk about. But again, maybe I'll pen a book or a 5-minute memoir about it, Surviving Jay Black.
Action said, I'm sorry, my bad are two different things. Listen, I'm not getting into this. I'm not. Patrice, y'all gotta go. Love you all. Have a great day.
Okay, she gotta go. Yeah, she gotta. Yeah, and we gotta move on to the next topic. We gotta go allegedly with Sexy Mo.
I didn't even know it was that deep. I didn't know.
Keep it.
I mean, you was,
I was drinking. I was partying. I didn't know. This
she was partying and drinking.
You didn't see all of the abuse behind the scenes. That's gonna. So in my 5 minutes,
abuse and surviving is where I got abuse and surviving in those same aspects is where I'm.
They said surviving Jay Black.
It was abusive. It was abusive.
All right.
All right. Take a break. We could take a little break and come back with allegedly.
I would literally, if my apology would be accepted on behalf of, because people accept Grammys and Oscars on behalf of the person when they're not there.
Yeah,
like I can apologize on behalf of Jay Black, and maybe somebody said Lifetime movie Surviving Jay Black. I'm not playing with you allegedly.
Kobe Vision, stop that. Stop. It was not like that. It was boot camp for people at the stations.
How can you tell the abused what they felt?
Oh my God.
Mike, can we go to break? Like,
I mean, I don't want to interrupt Mo. I'm like, I don't want to interrupt.
How can you tell the abused what they felt inside.
I just
You
know
don't know what I was going through at that time.
at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, Michael Shawn is not the asshole right here. I'm not the one instigating it.
And then he played reverse psychology with me and made me feel like I was crazy because he was like, "How dare you not go to the islands with Nas? How dare?" And I'm like, "But didn't you just say last week? Why am I here? Am I here just to meet the artist?" I'm so glad that I didn't fold and break. So
did you ever cry? Did you ever cry after a show? Did you ever cry?
I pledged. I never cried, but I sucked up a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think I've ever.
A lot of
did
stuff.
I ever see
her
cry?
Was hard.
I think maybe I saw Mo cry once. I'm not sure.
Not over anything frivolous.
Well, yeah. Okay. All right. Well, this has been great. Like, I honestly think we need to have more questions like this. Like, we need to have more. I think this opens up. To everybody on there.
I'll look to see if we can find some more during this break.
Maybe we're going to find some more questions on IG Live.
Don't affect me. All right.
And IG Live. Matter of fact, and if you ever just want to if there's something that's hard for you to say, say it on IG Live. If there's just something hard that you want to say to someone, express yourself. Jay Black, you hurt my little sis feelings. How was your little sis? How is Mo your little sis?
That's one of my frat brothers.
Oh, that's one of your frat brothers. I was like, wow, that got weird all of a sudden. Like all of a sudden,
it's been weird since that question.
I'm not making Jay. Action says allegedly. Jay feels uncomfortable. I'm not trying to make Jay feel uncomfortable. I'm just, expressing. I'm just coming out. I'm finally coming out with my story, and just sharing a little bit. That's all.
Somebody said, I forget who it was in the DM. I guess we did a story yesterday about the lady breastfeeding the kids to like 5-6 years old.
Yes, the son was 6 years old. I think 5, and she has 2 children, 5 and 6.
And somebody giggled and was like, what was the DM? It was the DM about, I guess you kept using the word sensation.
Yes, it's a sensation.
And I'm not going to say what the person said.
Have you ever...
It was like, can somebody tell Mo? Can somebody tell Mo just say what it really was? It wasn't a sensation. It was a Busta Rhymes now. MOP now. What you want now? It was like, yo, that was hilarious. She kept using the word sensation. I'm gonna start using that with people that I'm with. I'm just trying to get the sensation.
We talked I used it more so when we were talking about the whole child masturbation and things like that, and the age appropriate masturbation. I was really talking about that. But yes, as a mom, anybody who has breastfed, they understand that that's not fun. It's nothing fun about it. And let somebody with teeth chomp down on your nipple and tell me how it feels. Come back and tell me how it feels.
All right,
Jack,
she said, "What, Mike? Why didn't you answer? We didn't get your answer. What is the hardest thing for you to say?" I don't really have one. I need help. Maybe I need help. But I say I'm wrong because my wrongs be so obvious that love you. They need a different one. Like, I apologize. I do that. I think I apologize and I was wrong, or kind of like one and the same. I need help. I guess that is. What action, Mo, the E-True Hollywood Story, the abuse of Jay Black. I'm not playing with y'all. What is the hardest thing to say?
So pick one. Come on, lie detector, Mike. It's a lie detector.
But Mike, this question, just knowing you for so many years, I think that you need more choices.
Yeah, I need more choice. I need help. Maybe I need help would probably be the one. I apologize. I'm down to apologize. And I'm down to tell people I love them.
Yes.
I was wrong. I've been down to say I was wrong. I'm like, what's the hardest thing for me to say? I guess I need help, or it's not I need help. I think the E should be like, it's not I need help, but I don't know how to word it. I'm sad. How about that? It's to express somebody that you're like, and sad is such like an overused word. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess that's the hardest thing to tell somebody is that I'm really like for real sad. Because when you say that, then they're like, that opens a whole can of worms. Because the person's like, if the person cares about you, the person's like, well, what are you sad about? What? And
Mm-hmm.
now you really got to tell them what exactly it is that's going on. So that would be the hardest thing, because it opens a can of worms where you got to be like, if a dude, and I hate to say dude, if anybody, I'll say anybody, but guys just have a hard form of communication. Like, I'm not calling a dude and be like, yo, what's good? What's going on? I'm sad. Like, that sounds like the craziest thing ever to say. that doesn't even sound that doesn't even sound right. But that
more
would be
men should be vulnerable in that way. You should feel comfortable amongst your male counterparts and friends to say, "Yo, I ain't all right."
Yeah,
So,
I ain't all right.
I'm not good today.
I am all right sounds better than I'm sad. Like, I ain't like.
What
If you
is
say,
so feminine about saying that you're sad? It's a true emotion.
No, I think sad. I don't think it's feminine. I think sad just makes it seem like things are really bad. Like, yo, I ain't good right now. Or like when guys, like when I've heard guys when a relationship ends, like, yo, I'm sick right now. No guy ever just says, I'm sad. Like,
we need to deprogram people's thoughts behind that word, because there's nothing wrong with saying
I agree.
The therapy hat coming on.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you.
I am a big supporter of men embracing non-traditional feelings, meaning feelings that people have told y'all, yo, that ain't man, that's not manly, that's not masculine. It's okay to say I'm sad.
Yeah, I mean, and you're absolutely right. It just, even if I ask you, you okay? You're like, all right, I'm all right, but you're not really good. Like, if you said, I'm sad, I realize we have a whole nother situation on our hands right now. And I'm like, okay. So now if I was on the phone with you and I was talking to you, I would go somewhere and sit down and be like, okay, oh, now tell me what's going on, because you know something. You gotta explore everything. If you say I'm sad,
weird. Yeah, that's weird. Like Ashley said, no guy is going to tell another guy I'm sad. Imagine you getting a phone call from Action and you're like, yo, Mike, I'm sad. Like,
why can't we normalize that? Why is that not a normal feeling or a normal why men don't have the ability to say, yo, Jay, I'm real sad today. What's wrong with that?
No, I get it. No. What you're saying is right. What I'm saying is that when you say I'm sad, you have to explain. When you just say, like, if you just say, like,
I don't feel myself.
Yeah, I ain't feeling like myself today. You don't have to explain. But if you say I'm sad and you don't say you lost $100,000 bet, like, that's an easy way. You're like, I'm sad, I lost 100. But if you just say I'm sad because of it's a hard day, like, you got explaining to do. Don't nobody want to explain. Why does my screen look so like not bright today? My square doesn't look.
I don't know, but I'm outside the club again.
We're about to go to a quick break.
I don't know.
3-minute break.
Hold up, before we go to a quick break, let me see if I can fix my cam. I don't like, now y'all look brighter than me. Like, I don't know what's going on. Am I not on the right?
Not because you used to being in Dallas, and I don't know if it's raining in South Jersey, but it's definitely storming here.
No, it's definitely storming here. We look
dark in my house
and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like the way that looks, because I look super.
You look bright to us.
All right, we'll take a break. We did lose. Let me write that down about the electricity, which is so funny. When you lose your lights and you wake up, and the only reason you know you lost the lights because the microwave clock is on.
Right.
Lost lights. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back and we'll bring that question back up. And if you got more, Jay Black's looking for more questions.
Yeah, I can't find any. You got some, send them to me. Mo, if you see some, send them to me. I like those.
Maybe put my glasses on. Maybe. I don't know. I think because I did this.
I think that you're fine. I see you.
It should be brighter than that.
Light bright.
No, my hoodie should be a lot redder than that. You could say I'm in a dark place right now. No, Jack, you can't say I'm in a dark place right now.
You say that, I think that you're gonna go you're gonna go shoot up something.
I'm thinking you're gonna shoot people and jump out the window.
That's
heavy. Action said, guys, we'll talk about erectile dysfunction before we tell another guy we're sad. No, that's true. That is true. Like, you will talk about anything except being sad. Unless you at the bar. Like, the bar opens everything up. Like, enough shots of anything will open anything up. You'd be like, I'm sad, but you're not just gonna call somebody after the show and be like, yo, I'm sad.
I'm sad, yo.
I guess I look all right on TV.
Man, if you don't go to this 3-minute break.
All right, let's take a break.
Allegedly.
We come back. What time is it? Oh, we got time before allegedly.
Yes, perfect time too. We'll be back by 9:15. Yep. Or 8:15.
9:15. Jesus. All right, I'm gonna take this Black and Mild break. It's Michael Shawn, Jay Black, and Sexy Mo. Shawnee Scott will be back next Monday.
Yes.
Oh, this coming Monday. She will be back this coming Monday, rocking out with us. And I did send another text message to Jay Farrell. So I'm hoping that Jay Farrell is gonna get on here and rock out with us. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends 4-minute smoke break. Yeah, y'all.
What up, y'all? It's Michael Shawn from Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. And just in case you missed the show, check this out.
Why in the world? See, here's the thing, and I'm tired of black people. And this is what I mean. And this isn't any type of, and I mean the majority of black people I'm tired of. You want to know why? You continue to sell yourselves out to other people. Dr. Claude Anderson, who basically created the reparations map for you, who worked in the Carter administration and worked at all levels of government, wrote a book called Powernomics and told you what you needed to do. He also said it should be a sin if your child has to go outside of your neighborhood to go get a job. But y'all sitting up here getting all educated and putting yourselves into debt, ruining your debt to income ratio so they can legally redline you when you try to get a house. You sit up there and you act like it is okay for somebody to tell you how often you can go to the bathroom, how long you need to eat lunch, and also begging a bunch of individuals who could not probably do your job as well as you do for a 3% cost of living increase. You literally sold yourself back into slavery in a free market economy where a kid whose life and legacy started in the Richard Allen projects does not answer to absolutely anybody. And I got a 725 on my SATs. I am sick and tired of black people acting like it is okay to play victim when you chose to lay down and when you could have got yourself up, gotten a goddamn Etsy site or Shopify or sold pies or cookies or cakes or anything, but you continue to ask people for permission to go to your kids' little league soccer game, and you wonder why they continue to take your rights from you. I charge black people with being complicit because they can't walk all over you until you turn yourself into a welcome mat by laying down.
What you're saying is absolutely right, and we got the snaps and claps, and I agree with what you're saying. I will also tell you there's never been a race of people that there's been a plot against from the inception. So the brainwash that has happened to black people has unprecedented. It's unprecedented. Amen. There's never been as much money put in. There's never been a systematic system put in that has taken people from another country, brought them here, and brainwashed them. So I understand what you said, Dave, and I don't disagree. But I also understand that the plot that has been put here is historical and has never been touched before.
Search Media Room 360 on all streaming platforms. Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. Yeah. What up, y'all? It's Michael Shawn from Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends. And just in case you missed the show, check this out.
Walmart or Target? Walmart or Target?
Target, man.
Like, did you even have to ask that, Jay Black?
I got money now. I got a hit song or two. You know what I'm saying?
You sing this why I love you. Like, what?
I love you. Imagine me just being in Walmart. I mean, I'll go sometime, but you know what I mean? Target.
All right, last one. Oh, somebody wanted to know about prenups. We'll come back to that. Last one. Nasty sex or making love? You only get to choose one.
Both of them.
No,
that ain't fair. Both of them.
Tell me, it depends on the time of the day.
It does. It does. But I just saw a video that went viral of somebody they reenacting on Viola Davis's page, reenacting TV love scenes and how it's just dramatic and no love is being made. It's just and ain't nothing happening.
Ain't nothing happening unless you a pastor.
Right. I'm gonna get you saved, Mike. Mike, you gonna get saved. Major hope motivation.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't you dare complain ever that we don't bring people to this forum that can entertain you, that can school you and do everything. Major hope motivations, right?
Yes.
Yes, I'm proud of you, man. I believe in you. You is kind. You is smart. You is important, man. I'm rocking with this team. Let's do it.
Thank you, Major. Thank you so much. Yo,
I love y'all. Y'all meet me on social media. Now that's Major, and I'll talk with y'all later. Peace,
Absolutely. Search Media Room 360 on all streaming platforms. Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends. Yeah.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Tap in.
Tap in. Tap. Mike, Shawn.
Tap in.
Jay Black, Sexy Mo. Everybody get on this
team.
IG Live, and we can get back to these questions. There was something I was thinking about.
No more.
No, there was something I was thinking about when you asked Major, is it nasty sex and making love? Can it be the same thing? Can't nasty sex be making love? Can't you make love and have nasty sex?
You can have passionate love making, like really intense love making.
You can't have nasty making love?
Nasty love making.
Why can't you have nasty that means you can't have nasty sex with a wife?
No, you can. You can make love and have nasty sex with your wife.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. You can have nasty sex that's making love.
No.
How is that?
Because making love doesn't get nasty. Making love gets deep. It gets passionate. It gets very emotional, right?
So I can't let off on your breast and be making love.
See.
No, I'm saying for real. I can't. Like, that's not making love.
So let me say this. I guess everybody's interpretation of nasty is different because I don't think that's the
like, what is nasty? Like, what are you talking about? Nasty? What I think
the
nasty.
example you just gave is not nasty sex to me. I think that's
making. But then that means nasty sex can be making love. Like, you can have nasty sex and make love. Like, do you think R. Kelly ever made love? No, okay. All right.
Poor example.
No, I think because I thought when we played that question and Jay Black, nasty sex or making love to Major, I was like, damn, why can't nasty sex also be, and why's it got to be nasty? Like, I guess it all depends on what.
We all know what nasty sex is.
Yes. But is nasty sex? First of all, why do we use the word nasty? Like, what is it about nasty? What makes sex nasty?
So nasty sex is sex that after you finish, you like, y'all give each other this look like.
All right. So.
And you don't talk about it. You don't talk about it.
Don't talk about that.
Yeah,
we're not going to talk about it. It happened, but we're not going to ever talk about it, right?
Because
it might happen again, but we're not going to talk about it.
We're not going to talk about it because that's true. Because I think I didn't let Stacy cook food for the family for a week.
Don't kiss the baby. Don't kiss the baby. Don't kiss the kid.
Yo, this nigga.
Don't kiss the kids. Definitely a difference. Definitely a difference.
There was another question I had too. Everyone has had nasty sex. Oh, the business bullies on here. Go ahead, business. Send business bully the damn link. Go
Absolutely. Everybody's had, and you can have nasty sex with your wife or your husband, but there's definitely a difference. You can't have nasty sex and say it's making.
But what's better? Like honestly, like we had to really.
Depends on the time of the day. Depends on how you feel. Depends on what you want.
All right, let's be real, y'all. What brings a stronger orgasm? Some good nasty sex or some amazing making love? Because listen, that's why I think nasty sex is making love. But since we're gonna separate them,
we have to separate them.
I don't think there's a separation. But for the sake of this argument, what brings the most intense orgasm? Is it making love or nasty? Now, the fact that I'm saying this right now, knowing that now that I know my oldest daughter listens to the show, now I feel totally inappropriate saying this because I just remembered.
Amani, go to commercials. Daddy got to talk about some stuff.
I said, how do you listen to the show? She's like, in art class, like sometimes in art class. Well, hopefully art class is over.
Maybe she needs some inspiration for her art.
She don't need no inspiration for this art. Send Dave Business Bully.
Yeah, just.
Oh, so which one? So lie detector. We're back on the lie detector.
So I
Jay
don't
Black.
think that's a good lie detector question, though.
I
Because
don't, but that's the best lie detector question. The ones that you don't like. So Jay Black, which one? Nasty
Repeat the
sex.
question. You said what is
Which
the
one?
direct question?
Which one brings a more intense orgasm? Nasty sex or making love?
I just want it don't matter.
No, but you
it don't really matter. Now, when you say nasty, what Ashley is saying, when you say nasty, I think the hotness, sweatiness, wetness.
But see, that can mean different things to different people because everybody has a different level of nastiness. Michael Shawn,
it's just
your
okay.
nasty might not be Jay Black nasty.
Okay, whatever it means to you, whatever it means to you, whatever it means to you, Jay. Whatever. How do you want to explain which one will you think brings the most intense finale?
The most intense.
The finale, the grand finale, like bam.
I guess the nasty. If I had to choose,
Mo, which one brings the intense finale? That's all I want to know. Which one brings the intense finale? Amazing. Making love. Wait, somebody, let me get this
DJ Turtle.
So one of the hey, shout out to DJ Turtle. I think one of the listeners run that back.
You can tell this is. I don't know because I can't see.
One of the TOL talkers run it back.
Somebody said amazing making love, but it has to be accompanied with foreplay. That has to be a woman.
Yeah, ain't no guy talking about something. I need that foreplay.
See, we are not going to we are not going to take the whole sex thing and make a stereotype out of it. No, because there are men who require to have
kiss behind my ear. I need you to kiss behind my ear.
There are some men who need a little something before you get started. So don't do that. Don't do that. There are men out there.
I don't think that's foreplay.
Don't say that's a woman thing.
I don't think that's foreplay. I think that's something else. But
There's
Kelly J said
who need their ears whispered into too.
No, they don't. No, because if you just laid there and said, "Come get it," we'd be like, "Wow, that's amazing foreplay." What did Kelly J put?
I think she's talking about something off to the talkers.
Well, this is funny when we just have a comment that has nothing to do with the subject.
Yeah.
I'm back. I'm back. I just found out I made it with Pretty Fat Girl Gang, celebrating all day today. The devil thought I was clocking out yesterday, but I'm still here. Oh, you made it with the Pretty Fat Girl Gang. You made it with the what does that mean?
I wonder what that is.
Is that making love or nasty sex? Which one is that?
Hey.
All right, we got Dave the Bully up in here.
The business bully. You want to get on IG?
Yeah, I'm on IG. Let me hop over here.
And then we're gonna ask Dave the Bully the question that we had. What's the hardest thing to say? And then we can rock out with that.
Hey, don't do it. It's men. Yes, because it's men out here who be like, I need a little something extra before we get started. So don't act like y'all don't like y'all ears whispered into. Y'all, I mean, some men, I'm not saying all, but some men like a little something extra.
Like you. Talking into the mic is not foreplay.
Before you talk into the mic, some men require some other things.
Whatever. I don't need you in my ear.
Facts.
Like
some
what?
Men some men like what? Some men like nipple action. Some men want you to talk and
they want nipple action.
Nipple action.
Okay, wait. I'm not mad.
Look, what that I know nothing about.
Whatever gets you popping.
Well, I heard there are men.
Whatever gets you lifted. I'm not here to judge anything that goes on in the bedroom. I just Kelly said no, they are nonprofit and NC. The empowers women of size to be the okay. All right.
Oh,
all right.
Nice. Congratulations, Kelly J.
Cool.
All right.
All right, so Business Bully, we had this one question. It said, "What is the hardest thing?" Can you put the clip up, Jay?
Yep.
But did he answer the question at hand?
He said nasty.
Oh yeah, I'm here.
Okay, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, but you didn't. You're the one who didn't answer.
That doesn't surprise me.
So which one brings you to the grand finale better, nasty sex or making love?
It depends on who I'm with.
Oh, Mo, it's just a lie detector.
I forgot. Lie detector. Dang, that's hard for me to pick. It's hard.
Yes, it should be. Okay, so you should. Which one?
I'll say nasty because you don't gotta love me to make me feel good.
You ain't gotta love me to
You
make.
don't have to
Okay.
love a woman to make her feel good. That's a physical thing.
Okay. All right. You don't have to love her. All right. All right. Cool. So it's
I'm just
nasty for
speaking for the
you.
women.
So it's nasty for you. Okay. So Dave, you're on here. We're on a different type of vibe today. It's really nothing political. It's really nothing like
The straight lie detector test. We're only doing lie detector questions here.
Yeah, we're doing a lie detector test. It's just a yes or no. Other than Mo, everybody's followed the rules because
No,
Mo
that was my one faux pas. I didn't. That was my one time. One
wants to
time.
expand and give a lecture on why. Okay,
Ashley Newman says just one nipple. Facts. See?
Jesus, Ashley. All right. What is the hardest thing for you to say, Dave? A, I apologize. B, I need help. C, I love you. Or D, I was wrong.
I was wrong.
Look at that quick. Look at that. That's why we put him. We
He
send
didn't
him the
even
link whenever
hesitate.
he popped on.
He didn't even
I was
hesitate.
wrong.
Wow.
You know what? His answer was so quick. I want an explanation. Why, Dave? Why is D the hardest one for you to actually admit to?
Because if I'm admitting to it, it means that I had a certain belief system or belief about something, and based upon the information I had at that particular time, I believe what I was saying was right. Otherwise, I wouldn't advocate for it to a point where I would have to put myself in a position to say I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? I could say I apologize. When my stepdad died, I learned how to say I love you. Very quickly to people. That's why I tell y'all all the time how much I love you. I'm sorry. Yeah, like my bad. No big deal. But I was wrong. That's a hard one because I get paid a lot of money to be right.
To be
Like
right.
it's my job to be right. So if I'm wrong, that could be a $50,000 hit, homie.
So real quick, Jay Black. We were talking about this. Jay Black, even though he's very close with me and Mo, very close, said he's not capable of saying he loves us.
It's not that he's capable. He hasn't reached that level of vulnerability yet.
And Dave,
whatever it is, even though like Dave, and I want to say
I said pineapples, I said bananas, I said all the trigger words that leave us quite alone. This makes me uncomfortable, but Mike brings it back up to you. But go ahead, have fun. Go ahead.
but understand, I do know that he loves me more than Mo, but he does love Mo too. But I am out of the squad. So Dave, do you have a philosophy on why it makes Jay so uncomfortable?
Because Jay was raised in a very similar situation that I was, and with that, you don't have time for pleasantries and things of that nature. You got time to get it done, and when you come up hard, like looking at the word love, especially coming from a man, looks like weakness, looks like some type of vulnerability that you can't really afford growing up the way we grew up. So I understand why he's like that. I don't understand why he's like that now. You know what I'm saying?
Dave, make sure you have your volume down on your cell phone.
Got you. Hold on 1 second. Let me go take care of this real quick. I'll be right back.
I was wrong.
I agree. That was my opinion. Really. Uh-oh, Dave left.
Yeah, he's going to go.
He said
he'd be right back.
He got to go fix it. All right, so Dave Chappelle, quickly. Dave Chappelle, this whole transgender ABQ thing is not stopping anytime soon. And they walked out of Netflix, and which was kind of ironic because Netflix said after they walked out that we still not taking Dave Chappelle's.
Right.
We're still not going to take it down. So Dave Chappelle responded on stage and he said, do we have the clip or do I have to say it myself?
Yeah, no, I got it. You got it right here.
Go ahead. This is what Dave Chappelle. Go ahead.
That I was invited to speak to the transgender employees at Netflix and I refused. That is not true. If they had invited me, I would have accepted it, although I am confused about what we're speaking about. And if you want to meet with me, I'd be more than willing to, but I have some conditions. First of all, you cannot come if you have not watched my special from beginning to end. You must come to a place of my choosing and a time of my choosing.
Was that it, Mike? Was
Yeah,
more?
that's it. And
Okay.
and the scary part about this is there's a lot of different aspects to this, but and I'm getting tired of it, but it's just like people get mad if you're saying you're getting tired of it. But he has a movie about George Floyd, and he's been pushing this movie. And since this, he said movie studios have now not wanted to accept it, and now he's not getting invited to these film festivals, which are very important for a movie about George
Yes.
Floyd, a movie like that. The movie festivals. So now they're turning this down and they're not inviting him, which I find is very is scary, and it's kind of like, and I know this conversation gets so convoluted. I get it. But this was the whole kind of point for me, is like all of a sudden, because of the pressure of all the letters, because I'm not going to try and remember all the letters, y'all. I can't.
I think I typed it up.
Yeah, I'm not even going to.
Plus.
Like, yeah, like it's a plus now,
There we
and
go.
I
Got it.
can't. Yeah, the
Forgot the A, see?
LGBTQIA plus. Like, honestly, if I would have said like this was going to be the name of it 2 years ago, y'all would have thought I was being sarcastic. But anyway, so now they're not accepting the George Floyd movie to different film festivals. But this is the whole problem. The initial problem of race is now being pushed to the side for another agenda. And that's been Dave's statement, especially in his last stand-up. That's been his whole point on how literally now another agenda can come and move George Floyd's movie to the side and say, now, because of pressure, you'll never see this movie. So now he's trying to make a different way for everybody to see the movie. Doesn't anybody see the problem in this?
I do, and that's ironic because these movie festivals are supposed to be where poignant things are talked about, where you're supposed to get these wow factors out of these smaller or these indie films and things like that. So I'm kind of stuck in why stop him there. Why is that the avenue that they're going to stop him at, or at least try to stop him at?
It just becomes like, it's kind of like, and I'm going to repeat myself, it's kind of putting the certification on what he was trying to say in the closer. You're now stopping Black people from getting a story out because you're offended by a Black guy offending you. And you're like, but that's what he was saying.
The irony of it all.
Yeah, the irony is that your agenda gets picked over
again,
and you don't get what. Like, go ahead, business book.
It's basically saying that again, their agenda is still bigger than any Black plight, and I will say that it supersedes any Black plight, anything that's going on in the African American community culture. It supersedes that. Is what it's saying. That's the message that I'm receiving.
So go ahead, business bullet. Go, please. Go.
Listen, when 29.2% of the alphabet decided to get together and start ostracizing people over nonsense, I call BS. What people don't seem to understand is the only reason this movement has so much traction has less to do with the sexual orientation of the individuals and more to do with the majority of the individuals who have that sexual orientation. It's just an offshoot of white supremacy, sort of like the Wu-Tang Killer Bees. And as a result of that, they can do exactly whatever the hell they want, and they can force somebody into something. In Philadelphia, 448 people who look like me have been shot or killed in Philadelphia this year, right? Last year, 44 people who are in the trans community got killed. This year it's at 38. That is horrible, but it's not an epidemic. And Dave Chappelle never called for anybody to be killed. He never called for anybody to be maimed or physically harmed. He made a joke. And there's two groups in this country, apparently, that you can't make jokes about in the minority class, and that's Black women and anybody in the LGBTQIA++. And this is absolutely, utterly ridiculous. If I can't hurt him financially, I want to try and hurt him creatively. And that's exactly what they're doing. It is sick. It is ridiculous. And all this is a bunch of butthurt individuals, no pun intended, with sour grapes. And that's all it is, and it's ridiculous. It should not be like this. But you know what? When you continue to go to other people for support and you don't control your own narrative, these are the things that happen. But yeah, like I'll be damned.
And not the whole entire transgender community is in support of this. Some of them laughed and they was like, "We got it." So
no, there's a lot of
the entire community.
No, there's a lot of there are transgenders who are speaking up and are catching backlash. And I just want to, because I was on a panel and I was trying to be careful on this panel, and they would talk, and the person said, we don't like the letters to be marginalized. We're being marginalized by Dave Chappelle. And I tried to say it. And maybe I said it in the wrong way, because I'm not going to tell you like I'm the best of being able to say stuff like this without offending somebody. But being marginalized, welcome to America. That's
How
what.
are you marginalized when you get everything that you want?
But even with that, everybody in this country has been based, other than the white race, has been marginalized. There's somewhere there Native Americans going, I can't believe y'all really still complaining, but y'all gonna celebrate Thanksgiving.
Right.
To everybody. And then there's another group of African Americans like, marginalized? That's what y'all worried about, being marginalized? And then there are women who are going, y'all worried about being marginalized? And I'm talking about every woman, every vagina. And then there are black women going, y'all worried about being marginalized?
Triple minority.
Like,
triple minority.
Marginalized is something that is innate in this country. That's when, honestly, that's when you know you've arrived. When you can actually be like, we're being marginalized. Welcome to the club. And then in the same panel, they were like, I just don't like people. Once again, the person did not watch the special, which I still have a problem with, because I at least have to listen to Donald Trump's speech
and not the soundbite.
In order to call him a racist. I still have to listen to a speech in order to call him homophobic. I still got to at least listen to the entire speech. So they didn't even watch. And he said, I don't like him talking about people because I think the things that he's saying, my people are dying. Once again, you're going to take this the wrong way. Everybody's people are dying.
On top of that, nothing he said incited any type of death call or violence or misunderstanding towards that group of people. It's just like when I got on your stage, Mike, and said I have an issue with the LGBTQIA plus ruining rainbows for my kid. Like, it's a joke. Calm the hell down. And gay people came to me after the show. Was like, "Yo, that was funny. You said we co-opted rainbows. That's hilarious." All right. Why can't you laugh?
Now with the Kyrie thing, Mike was saying that LeBron should speak out. LeBron should say something with the Kyrie thing. Now I saw somebody saying about Tyler Perry. Should Tyler Perry be coming out saying something in support of Dave Chappelle and the whole movie industry?
First of all, Tyler Perry's not going to go against his community, and secondly, LeBron James is
against his community. What do you mean? The LGBT? You talking about that community? What do you mean? You mean the movie industry? What are you trying to say?
I'm sorry. What?
Okay. All right. You say so. Tyler Perry ain't gonna go out. He ain't gonna come out and say anything.
No, Tyler ain't gonna say nothing.
But my point. This is my point exactly. When it goes back to LeBron, let me just reverse to what I said with LeBron. It would be nice for LeBron to be like, even if I don't agree with him, he has the right to his choice. That's it. And we don't have to elaborate on anything. You can't, when guys like Stephen A. Smith say Kyrie Irving has the right to do what he's doing. He has the right. That means it's legal. What he's doing is legal. You can't then say, but. Either he has the right legally to do it or he doesn't.
Right.
That's all I'm asking from. And I know, listen, man, I know LeBron got a lot on his plate. I get it. I understand. I just wish these players would go like, dog, we're really not mad at him for exercising his right. I'm sorry. They
caught the subliminal that when Dave said about Tyler coming after his community, and then me repeating it, and they like, huh, what you say? As he eating the chip. So that was just.
But that's my thing with the whole nonsense of the reality ain't the reality. Like the real, like we still sit up here and say Luther Vandross wasn't gay.
What?
We still say it.
Luther ever come out? He's
No.
not gay if he ain't come out.
Not publicly.
Not publicly.
And his disease was, and we still, but this is why I understand, and put the letters up again. This is why I get, let me do it again. The LGBTQIA plus. This is why I understand and I agree that you should be able to do what you want and be free with what you want.
Yes.
But then you want to do the same to other people, which you were fighting against other people doing to you. Yes. So you just don't want an opinion. And I always said this, you don't want a dialogue. What you want is when somebody bothers you, you want silence.
Yes.
That's not what this whole thing is based on.
It's not. It's freedom. And that's why I tell people look at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, listen, I don't like the Klan, but I will die for their right to march. I will die for their right to say whatever it is they want to say. You want to know why? Because if I start saying the Klan can't say what they want to say, then somebody's going to say Dave can't say what he wants to say. And that's not what this country is built on. You ain't got to like the country. I ain't saying that it's perfect. But the one thing I love is the ability for me to speak my mind. You don't have to like it, but you don't get the right to shut me down and keep me from doing what I wanted to do. And one of the reasons I stopped doing stand-up for so long was because I knew I wanted to get enough money where nobody could touch me so I can actually go out here and do what I was doing when I was 20 years old, and that's speak the truth, whether you like it or not. Everybody can get it. Comedy is the only place where that's supposed to be safe. And the fact that they're trying to attack Dave Chappelle should make every other comedian stand up and be like, you know what? Hell no, I'm going for it. But everybody's so afraid to get canceled because everybody wants to go Hollywood. Everybody wants to get put on. Nobody wants to take the risk themselves. And that is why they continue to ostracize people like this.
So you strongly believe in saying what you want, but do you also strongly believe getting the backlash, the consequences that come along with that?
It's only backlash if you choose to participate in the system. I got up on stage and said straight up and down that LeVar Burton can't slide down that reading rainbow. The Care Bears can't come out of Care-Lot because they use rainbows. Can't do the Care Bears stare. Rainbow Dash and My Little Pony has been ostracized, and I'm sick and tired of it. Also, you know, if we're being funny, Yes, Honey is a caricature of what Black women have been doing for years. So if we're going to have a conversation about appropriation and what's actually appropriate, we need to have that conversation too. And I stand by that. How you going to, who you going to call? How do you ostracize a man who don't need you? How does that work? Exactly.
Well, he said it best. He said, you know, you don't have to worry about canceling me. I'll cancel it myself.
Right.
But it's, listen, man, I've almost gotten, I've almost gotten tired of this whole conversation.
But Jeanette is right, freedom of speech. I mean, I went to the oldest in the first HBCU, and last year the students were in an uproar because the university had to allow a group of people to come on the campus and protest and talk about things that were anti-community. And what I mean by anti-community is anti-Cheney University's population of students. But they had to allow that.
Expect the
they had to allow that.
Expect the controversy. Expect the protests. Freedom of speech. Enjoy it. Just know there's something more coming with it.
Right. And in turn,
are you built
what
for
did
that
the students do? What did the students do? They let them have their 15 minutes of fame, but it wasn't without consequence, because they certainly spoke in rebuttal of what they were saying. So I know that Professor Smith comes on here all the time. And he talks about, if you're going to say you want freedom of speech, then it has to be good for you and I, no matter if you agree with what I'm saying or not.
Facts.
I mean, but I think we've all been trying to say this and in agreements of it. And I think the other thing Dr. Smith said that I was in agreements with was when we took this whole time to take down statues and we were opposed to them. I was like, when you take down these statues, basically what you're doing is you're hiding what happened. I say keep the statues up and put the plaque on there on what they really did. Don't just take down the statues, because ain't nobody going to research what these people did. But as long as the statue's there and you put a plaque and say, this is what they were really fighting for, to me, that's more influential to have somebody, even if it's just a few people who walk by and say, oh, that's what Andrew Jackson was really about.
But they're not going to do that to their American heroes. They'll take
my
it
thing is
down
like,
as a nod to say, okay, we'll concede to this.
but that's what I'm saying.
They
We
will
got,
never write that. They will
but
never
we
write
got,
Here's
that.
the thing.
but we
Can I
got
ask a
caught.
question?
We got caught
What?
up in thinking that taking something down was going to change history, when in actuality, we should inform people what history was with those statues. Go ahead, Dave.
I don't care about a statue. You know what I care about? I care about the fact that most black people in racially dense, populated areas of black people can't buy the businesses in their own communities when they're sold at discount and in volume to Koreans, to Ethiopians, and there's a difference between Ethiopians and foundational black Americans, to Indians, to Italians, to Russians, to
Why are they?
everybody but black people.
Why are they, Dave? Because I've always
Well,
heard that. Why are there? Why
well,
is it easier for them to get these loans in banks and
one,
stuff like that?
there are programs set aside for people who have immigrated here. You know, if you're first and second generation immigrant, you can get certain subsidies. On top of that, there is what's called racial redlining that still exists to this day, right? Wells Fargo, Chase, TD, they've all been guilty of it in the past 5 years. Also, on top of that, one of the main things that black people have been sold for the past 50 to 60 years is go to school and get an education. When you go to school and get an education, you come from, and I'm not saying all black people are poor, but I'm saying statistically speaking, when it comes to college educated black people, the majority of them come from a lower middle class or low class or below the poverty line income families. As a result, they're taking out student loans, 50, hundreds of thousands of dollars in student loans, which means that their debt to income ratio is horrible, which means that their credit can, like, even if you pay every credit card, that debt that sits on your credit is weighing you down, which means you can't possibly afford a commercial property. All of these things factor into it, and nobody is going to do anything about it. But let's go ahead and ignore police brutality. Let's ignore that 1 out of 3 people who look like us is going to wind up in prison at some particular point in their life. But no, let's take down a statue and let's rip down a flag, because I'm so sick of black people falling for the symbolism when we need to start getting the money.
Right. I mean, there's no way to debate that point.
And then when the symbol is taken down, there's no "and" to that sentence. Meaning there's nothing that happens after that that's so poignant that it changes the system, and there's nothing that changes the cycle.
So what political party are you attached to, a political party or independent, or what? How do you feel on that?
Who, me?
Yes.
I tend to lean more conservative in my business practices and more liberal in my personal practices. So I'm independent, right?
But when voting,
I have to choose on certain things. So, for example, right, the city councilmen that I back financially and vote for, they're Democrats because they are going to take care of certain things in my community directly. Now, when it comes to federal laws and things of that nature, as a businessman, I tend to lean more conservative because those agendas actually affect what I'm able to do financially. So if I get $150,000 in tax cuts, then I'm able to employ more black people. That's the part that we don't talk about. Democrats want to continue to spend taxes and raise and hike taxes, primarily on the middle class, never on the rich. Don't believe what they say. And then what winds up happening is we wind up more financially upset. So you have to have a balance, and we have to start voting agendas versus voting parties, right? Like, you look at somebody like Rand Paul when he was running for president, and Rand Paul was the first person to come up with opportunity zones and actually telling businesses, I will give you a tax break if you build businesses in black communities and hire 85% of black people who are in that community. Nobody wanted to look at that because nobody looks at an agenda. I'll give you $10,000 if you put your hands up right now and tell me what the Obama agenda was. Tell me what the Clinton agenda was. Tell me what the Biden agenda was. Most people can't do it. You want to know why? You vote on emotions and good rap, like you're a hoe waiting to get pimped, instead of looking at what they actually say in their documentation and in the things that they write.
So do you like left-handed strippers or right-handed strippers?
I like ambidextrous strippers because you're going to need both in order to do the pepper grind.
I was wondering.
Not the pepper grind.
Oh, don't act like you don't know about that sexy mo. If not, you can learn. Yeah. Learn today.
At the strip club, if you had to change something about a strip club, in all seriousness, if you had to change something about a strip club that you thought would make it more financially, I don't know, advantageous for an owner, what would you do? What would you change?
The first thing I would do is I would get rid of paper money. Number one, you have to pay a lot of money to those ATMs, which charge exorbitant fees. Number two, if I get you to exchange your money the same way we do in Vegas or in Atlantic City for chips or for stripper dollars, then I still keep the money. You can bring back your stripper dollars. I've actually got your cash. That would automatically create a 30% increase in revenue off top without changing anything else other than you creating your own money, your own ecosystem that they can't spend at any other strip club. Plus, you give them a point system. Right, you create an app where you can make appointments for lap dances for your own favorite strippers.
Now
like,
that I like. Now
Appointment
that's
for lap
amazing.
dances.
That's dope.
Why does
That's
it feel
dope.
like he already thought about this? That was too fast of a response. No answer.
Like a whole business plan.
Already.
It's what I get
So,
paid to do.
so if you get the strip club money, you can still make it rain.
Yes, because that's all people want. They like the visual of making it rain. Make it rain with my money. Change your money for my money. Right? And let's do it like we do food stamps. Let's make it 2 for 1. So for every $1, I'm going to give you 2 booty bucks.
Right.
Booty bucks. You've thought this out.
Yes.
This is somewhere in writing in one of those folders.
Swear to God, on my kid's life and on my father's urn. I've never thought about it until just now.
Booty bucks.
I believe sex should be allowed in the champagne room.
I do too, but you got to be willing to take a test.
Yes.
You got to make sure that you have liability waivers, and you also have to test your employees, once per week.
Yes, I believe, and even maybe if it's possible, more than that. I will never understand why prostitution is legal in Vegas, and we promote everybody going to Vegas, but then we go back here and people are still being arrested for prostitution.
Because the mob bought off the city council because the mob built Vegas, and the mob makes money off of prostitution.
Got you. Multiple when you but I don't know why I'm on a strip club thing. Maybe because I ain't been in a strip club in like 5 years. Do you like
locked in a room? I think that's why.
I mean, but she can hear me. She's locked in a room, but she can hear me.
There's no interaction with the opposite sex.
No, I mean that's probably true. Do you like your stripper looking at you during the lap dance, or you like her turn with her back towards you?
Me personally, I like her looking back at me. So it's always a good thing.
They like to look back.
Yeah, I like to look back because I want to see that ass.
We need to have an actual dancer on here because I have questions on what a bad consumer is, like what a bad person is. Because how waiters and waitresses will tell you what somebody, like, they got to serve somebody who's a horrible customer. Like, I want to know what a horrible customer is.
Mom.
In a strip club. Well, I think she disappeared. Like, she actually, she froze.
She's still on IG, but yeah, she's frozen on.
Oh, we can't hear you.
Yeah.
You got to get back on here. Because I really want to know, like, we need a dancer that can really tell us what is the protocol. I don't even know what the protocol in a strip club is anymore. I don't even know. Right. I mean, but there are places that you can, and there are, Atlanta's a whole different beast.
Yeah, can you get a male stripper though? Like, can you get maybe like some men, like the guys from what's the new show on BET?
No.
Queen? No.
They don't want you nowhere.
No.
They don't want you nowhere, sexy.
Can we balance it? Can't we get a man and a woman?
No.
They don't want you, Mo.
Nope.
I just need a man and a.
No.
First of all, here's the thing, and this is what I don't get about women who like male strippers. You know good and hell well, you would not want me to come up to you right now in some assless chaps talking about, hey, baby, what's up? Come get this sound.
What's up?
You would not respect a man in assless chaps nowhere but at the strip club.
Now, if I was in shape and I was six packed up, I'd probably, yeah.
But men have it harder. Men have to beef. I learned a lot over the weekend. Men have to beef.
You've been binge watching this shit.
Wait. Why? You learned a lot because you watched what?
I watched the show on BET. And
what's it called?
The Queen's Men.
Yes, the Queen. Yes, all the Queen's Men. And I learned about beefing. I was like, so that's how the guys keep it long and strong during their performances, but it leads to apparently erectile dysfunction.
All right. Let me tell y'all the most disturbing thing I ever had to host. Let me tell you the most disturbing thing I had to host. And mind you, they paid me $700, which is a ton of money when you start doing comedy. Matter of fact, pay me $700 now, I might give you 20 minutes. Like real talk, like real. But back then it was $700, and I had to host a male exotic dancing thing at a club in Philly, and I had to do 20 minutes up front, and then I had to introduce the dancers.
So
Can you give us
a sample? Like, how did you come into the stage?
No. So this is me being a slick ass. I went up there and I killed it, the 20 minutes. And now I got the list of the dudes that are coming up. So of course, every name I'm gonna clown.
Pistol Packing Pete.
Yeah, I'm gonna clown every name after they get off stage, as if that's gonna work out for my 5'7" ass. When all these dudes, as much as you want to clown them, all of them are 6'2", 215, 225, and I think this is a good idea. To after they get off stage, give them the business for like 7 minutes.
I got the microphone.
I got the microphone. So okay, so this is where I go back to Mo's point, is what she saw with the beefing. Okay. So my job was I had to go into the dressing room. No big deal. It's a bunch of dudes. And be like, I don't know, Scrollum Sam. I don't know.
Pokemon Paul.
I don't know. I was like, yo, it's so-and-so next. And I see what I see.
Not the stripper hoodie, Dave.
Yeah.
You know, because they be like this.
Yes.
But when I walk in there,
come out dancing, Dave. Shaking
so
it
when I walk in there, no, I see a bunch of people giving themselves hand jobs and rap, and I'm like, what? Like I walk in there, and I'm
it's
like,
beefing. They're during that moment when they're about to come out, you know, they, no pun intended, they gotta beef. They gotta make sure it's pumped up right.
So I was like, you next, right?
And they look up at you while they beefing, and they like, I'm next.
Dude said,
how many more minutes I got?
Dude said, I'm next, and did that and threatened me at the same time. I ain't never felt so disrespected in my life.
Right.
The dude was doing that and said, say something about me and see what happens. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
Did you threaten me?
While beefing?
Why you were beefing?
If both of my hands wasn't busy, son. Right now.
And hold up.
Go ahead and make them jokes if you want to, dog.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was.
I got something for you when I get off the stage.
That's exactly what he
You don't want these problems with Ramrod.
Right.
That's what it was. Like this dude literally looked me directly in the face. And was like, I wish you would say some crazy shit about it. And I was like,
yo.
I just
you know what you think this is, dog. We don't play them around here. Nobody playing ourselves up in here.
Dog, but hold up. Then the irony of the whole thing was, as a host, right? What do I do when I host and I bring comedians to the stage? I give them £1.
Right.
I just saw the whole room.
And he was probably salt and pepper shaking it.
No, there was not one.
You had
that good,
dude. The whole room was like handful of their own penis, and I'm sitting there like, I'm like, so now I'm introducing these dudes. I'm not shaking hands,
elbows,
everything. You don't want to touch no part of their body after that.
No, that was
any man that could look another heterosexual man in the eyes and threaten him while he got both hands on the gun.
Dude, I was like, "What are you talking about? What are you talking about right now?"
Yeah, I'm good.
Yes, sir.
Pineapples, bananas.
Bro, you standing there and ass his chaps trying to threaten me.
No, the funny thing is that y'all all know the club it was at. It was at Pegasus.
Oh,
wow.
Wow.
It was the whole Pegasus nightclub. And I was like, wow. So mind you, I have no allies. Because who am I going to tell that I'm actually hosting this? So
nobody
was with me.
I wouldn't.
Nobody. Jay
I'd
Black
have been
wasn't.
busy that day.
Jay Black was busy that day. Jay Black couldn't come get your money for
I'm
you.
counting my beard hairs.
You good,
Hold on,
son?
and then
93.
I'll give you. Hold on, let me give you the other thing. What these women were allowed to do while they danced. There was
Don't give it all the way,
there
Michael
was
Shawn.
no restrictions. Like literally, these dudes when they went out there, like they could either go to the crowd and perform oral sex on the chick, like we're at a regular nightclub, or they got to do what they wanted to him. And I'm sitting there like, yo, this is not what happens at our strip clubs.
Hot dogs in the face. Hot dogs in the face.
You love that, huh, Ma?
I'm just saying what goes on in male strip
You
clubs.
catching on? You see that? You hear that?
I watched it on
Like hot
TV.
dogs to the face.
I watched it on TV.
No. First of all, it wasn't like all of a sudden women were in the crowd performing stuff on them. And I was like, this is how it goes. Dog, this is something like, mind you, I'm going to the strip club 10 minutes away at Delilah's. And there was a strip club on the corner of Pegasus, if y'all remember. And wasn't none of that popping off. Like, it was like when you walked in that strip club, it was a library. But when you was over here, it was a festival of the devil's worshipers doing whatever.
There is a double standard when it comes to men and women's strip clubs.
Apparently.
Definitely.
Look at the time. Look at the time. Mike
Right.
made me uncomfortable. Yeah. Okay.
I'll share the story.
Yeah, I don't think he was with us that time where we had had the listeners who won the private exclusives over in Jersey.
Oh my God, Jay wasn't there for.
He wasn't there for that.
Yeah, I'm glad
You were there.
I was there.
I bet you were.
I was there. I had to I had to coordinate some things. No, I had to coordinate some things, and then I left. But I know it was a sticky situation. The guys don't stop when they're doing what they're doing to get to where they need to be. They don't stop. It don't matter who walk in the door.
First of all, we should have been sued. Like we should have been sued for every. Like it was nothing but baby mom.
It was money. It was the
baby
baby mamas.
Oh my God.
That was Michael Shawn's baby mamas.
Oh,
and this was their treat. They won a treat on the radio. And so Michael Shawn's baby's mamas, he got them all together collectively, and they had the men's situation going on.
Wow. I also used to pay people's rent, y'all. I also used to pay we just said. I also pay people's rent once a month, y'all. For real talk. All right, let's wrap this up. All right. Jesus, wow. I gotta write that down. That's a hilarious. You know what? I'm gonna write that down. That's gonna be put in my set.
They were beefing. I think that's
you're
the
gonna be
first time
talking
I ever
about
seen
guys strippers, Mike. That's what you're gonna talk after today. You're gonna bring this story up again.
No, that's gonna be hilarious. That's gonna be hilarious. That's gonna be so. I got threatened by somebody who had their penis in their hand with both hands. Like that is gonna be hilarious.
Mo, you do that so well.
I wish you would say something about.
That's most community.
Let's do what's funny after the show.
Right,
let's do what's funny after the show. Hold on.
And he looked you dead in the eye when he was doing
it. Make a joke.
Jesus, that's gonna be hilarious. I already put that in the notes. All right, y'all. We're gonna see you tomorrow. Thanks for the Business Bully stopping by. Business Bully, I'm actually gonna rock with you today on the Humor Mill on sports podcast, box seats. I'll see you in a little bit. I'm gonna take a nap. We didn't even talk about we'll talk about that tomorrow. All right, it's Michael Shawn, it's Jay Black and Sexy Mo. Business Bully Shawnee Scott will rejoin the team on Monday. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that. Understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end, so enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for everything else. Fight for your happiness and never let somebody take that from you. Everybody on IG Live. Appreciate your little sarcastic ass.
Don't fight with somebody two-handed, though. Don't fight with somebody.
Somebody said, let's sleep in these lives.
Michael Shawn and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in.